Hi everybody, Renegade 67 right here with some more Let's Play stream, Face Day Night Blind. Have I already said that? I don't know, but I just said it again. So, if I didn't say it, then saying that I said it again is a lie. But if I did say it, then I did not lie. However, can we talk about the genuineness of saying that it is a lie when you don't know that it is a lie? It may not be the truth, but is it a lie? I mean, being untrue does not mean it is a lie. Because if I was to say, oh, Shinji's not a master, that may or may not be a lie, because I don't know. So, like, now if I said Shiro is not a master, that's a lie, because I know for the fact that Shiro is, in fact, a master. So it's like, and also if I get tricked, like Rin, for example, I think got tricked into thinking that the Matos are not masters, and I think she is wrong, but I think that's her assumption. Therefore, if she was to tell me, oh, the Matos are not masters, then that would not necessarily be a lie, because she thinks it is the truth. And being untrue does not mean... You want to lay in bed together, Giggity? What? Man, it's weird coming back to the early parts of this VN, because I don't remember, like, every word in these scenes compared to later scenes. Makes it easier to pretend to not know shit. Well, I've heard this is a very long VN, so... the longer it is, the easier it is to forget stuff. Anyways, let's do our best today. Sakura goes to the first-year hallway. Amnesia is the ultimate goal, because then I can experience things over and over. I get to rewatch and experience Code Geass and Death Note again? Yes! I hope I forget everything about everything. Wouldn't that just be the best? I mean, it wouldn't. Because you want to experience new things, but if you forget about them, and you genuinely completely forget, like you won't even get flashbacks when you start watching it, then you really could just pick your favorite show and watch it, and then forget about it, and then watch it again over and over and over, and that's all the media you'd ever need. Yeah. Anyways, shame that we don't have a memory wiping device like that yet, because that'd be extremely convenient. I could Let's Play the same thing over and over. Although, no, that would get boring for the viewers, unless they were also wiping the memory, because probably I'd make very similar commentary. Ugh. A new POV with the minute details. Yeah. What really would be cool is if I could, like, wipe my memory of some popular games I've already played before I got into the whole Let's Playing business. Like, the first two Ace Attorney games, right? Yeah. No, that's not right. Those were blind. Sorry, reverse that. Trials and Tribulations, AJ, and Investigations were the ones I played before I got into Let's Playing. If I could, like, erase my memory and do those blind. Anyways, memory loss. Amnesia. You should feel lucky, frickin' Archer. You get to do a blind LP even if it's not blind. Gosh. Anyways, we walk up the stairs and enter the second-year hallway, and... Hello! Hello! Oh, yeah, when I got into Ace Attorney, by the way, for those unaware, I was very young. I didn't really know emulation was a thing, and so I just, my friend was a big fan, my friend was a big fan of Ace Attorney, and yeah, I think one or two of my friends were a big fan of Ace Attorney, and they're like, you should check it out. And so I was going to check it out, and so I did what I usually did when I wanted games at such a young age. Can I have them for my birthday and or Christmas, please, parents? And the ones they were able to find while going shopping at the Best Buy or whatever, was Trials and Tribulations, AJ, and Investigations. I'm very bad with names, wise fool. Names is the one thing. I'm pretty good at remembering details. Names, I'm terrible with names. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, the ones they happened to see on the shelf were TNT, AJ, and Investigations, and those were my first three Ace Attorney games. I played them in that order because I didn't own the others, and I liked them a lot. And then eventually I got into the Let's Playing thing, and then they ended up on WiiWare, and then, the rest is history, and I did my first ever blind LPs was of the first two Ace Attorney games, and that was before my balls dropped. Funny trip down memory lane if you want to go check out those playlists. Officially, it starts with case 3 of the first game because I was a dumb LPer and didn't understand the concept of live commentary. I'm like, wait, I can be running 2 programs at the same time? And so I would record the gameplay blind and then record the commentary not blind, which kind of defeated the purpose, which is what I did for the first 2 cases of the first Ace Attorney. And then it became officially blind in case 3. But anyways, I don't know many LPers that started before their balls dropped, so I feel special in that sense. Anyways, we walk up the stairs and enter the second-year hallway, and whoa! Run to the student council president. Oh, is this so we're seeing a bit of his, does he like Sakura? Because he doesn't like Rin, right? Is he surprised that I'm with Rin and doesn't expect it, or does he like Sakura, and that's why he's looking like that? Because he seems to not like Rin. He comes up with theories using those spotty memories. Yeah, well, you know what? Frickin' my life is what my life is, and I am who I am, and I theory who I theory. So, run the student council president.
なぜに遠坂と一緒にいるのか、エミヤシロ。
Gopscope, a very unique POV. Why are you with Tosaka, Emiyashiro? I don't know. You're not gonna have a cat fight. Maybe if this was a cat fight. I don't think you're a cat fight. Oh, wait, everybody's voice is on. I thought they turned them all off. I am gonna turn them all off. Fuck it. Until we get to the sexy ledge scene. Did I miss anyone? Nope, I think that's everyone that matters. Oh, it's not an insult. It's just a very colorful compliment. I'll take it as a very colorful compliment. It's a very unique POV compared to people who either didn't watch Zero or know it like the back of their hand. I only know it like half of my hand. I got my other half of my hand cut off. It was terrible. Oh, you should have seen the Grail War in Fate Zero. The things they did just for watching it. What? Why are you with Tosaka, Emiyashiro? Oh, good morning, Ryudo-kun. What kind of greeting is whoa supposed to be? So okay. I was thinking the Sakura was the reason for the whoa, but I guess maybe he secretly has a crush on Rin? Like everybody else? I mean, most people openly have a crush on Rin, but he was like, she's the devil. But maybe that's his way of being tsundere? And he actually does have a crush on Rin? In which case, every fucking guy does? What kind of greeting is woe supposed to be? God, I had a bad feeling when I woke up, but I never thought things would go in such an unproper... I'm gonna look up the dictionary. I'm looking up the dictionary. Hold on, I got this. Can I even fucking spell this word? Unpropit, IOUS. Help me, Google Dictionary. Unpropit, unpropitus. The fuck is that? Adjective. Of a circumstance, not giving or indicating a good chance of success. Unfavorable. Can you use it in a sentence? I had a bad feeling. I never thought things would go in such an just say fucking unfavorable, you and your colorful goddamn language. Come here, Emiya. You'll be poisoned if you stay so close to Tosaka. Really, you're jealous, aren't you? You know, like your back. Like, you know it exists, but you can't see it. Oh, I know it like my back? That's interesting. That's an interesting way to put it. For that tweet you sent out like 10 hours ago, have you played Doki Toki Literature Club? I have not, but I know some of the memes. I've heard that it's like, you know, it's like the game that's like meta or something. I don't know. I haven't played it. I think I saw a little bit of it where it's a bunch of girls and you go to a literature club and I'm assuming you pick a waifu, but like it gets meta or something. That's roughly the gist of my knowledge of that game. Anyways, you'll be poisoned if you stay so close to Tosaka. Okay, stay on target, stay on target. Let's not have a 3-hour stream where we make 1 hour of progress again. Issei forcefully pulls on my hand. After looking silently at us, Tosaka heads to... No, everything's wrong. Okay, my position is wrong. I have to fix everything. After looking silently at us, Tosaka heads to class 2A as if nothing had happened. Okay, cool. Yeah, my mic is a little off kilter. You may have heard that a little bit. I'm not sure, but it felt necessary, so I did it. Anyways, resuming. Go ahead, no one's gonna stop you, or no one's gonna stop you, or whoever said that. It still triggers me so hard that they don't fucking say who's saying the things. You just have to infer. Ah! Ellipses. Nope, it's too far away. The mic's too far away now, hold on. I am a professional live streamer who makes millions of dollars in the future. What? No. Days of past future. And then I just have to go back in time to my past self and tell him, it's okay, the Danganronpa 2 ending is cool. Everything will be solved. Anyways, and then... Shiro, rooftop during the lunch. What? I mean, is that a date? She mutters that so Issei would not be able to hear it. Is that so we can have a secret magi conversation? To be fair, if soccer's gonna be over a lot, we probably should have that secret magi conversation. I mean, if I don't do that, I don't want to piss off the magi who's gonna be protecting me at school when Saber's not around. It's lunchtime! Since the events of this morning, Issei has avoided me, treating me like a traitor. So he likes Rin. I mean, right? Like, okay, maybe, okay. Like, I guess he could just really not like Rin. Okay, I'm just going off my own experiences as like a person. Usually when you don't like someone, and then that person you don't like hangs out with someone you do like. Have I done that before? No, I've done that, actually. Where, like, there's someone I really... Okay, but here's the thing. When I say someone I don't like, I mean they have bullied me. Because I was definitely bullied in school. And there's at least one example I can remember where there was someone who I knew bullied me, and I did not like them. And then there was someone who I thought of as a friend, and then on an off chance, I saw the two hanging out, and I'm like, nope, I'm out. And I basically stopped hanging out with that person who I thought of as a friend. Which maybe that was juvenile of me, but hey, I was a fucking kid. What do you expect? So I don't know, but I don't think Rin is a bully in that sense. So I think it's more likely. I would be surprised. I think it's more likely that that Ryudo has a closet crush on Rin. Is where my mind is going. Maybe scared that Rin is gonna take Shiro and forcefully break his friendship with Issei. I guess there's a possibility to that. But, like, maybe. I don't know. Since the events of the morning, Issei has avoided me, treating me like a traitor. Maybe. I think the most likely outcome is that Ryudo has a super closet crush on Rin. But it's also, yeah, that's also possible, I suppose, that... I guess, I don't know. I think he has a super closet crush on Rin. So closet, he doesn't even realize it. Kind of like how Rin right now has a crush on Shiro, but doesn't fully realize it. Partially because she doesn't want to, because that'll get in the way of the Grail War. I know Issei told me that he believes Rin is a monster, but that's him being tsundere. That's him hiding his true feelings by calling her names. You know, like when in the playground, the boy pulls on the girl's hair because they like the girl, which is totally rude. Don't do that, young boys watching this. If you're a young boy, why are you watching this? I say the fuck word, sorry. Since the events this morning, Issei has avoided me, treating me like a traitor. Guess I joked around a bit too much. I contemplate my actions for a moment. He asked me why I was with Tosaka this morning. We got close during the holidays. Is that what your lie is planning to be? Answering like that was bad. I think the problem is how we became close, but I couldn't explain that, and Issei walked away dizzily. Well, I guess it's fine. I'll have to do a lot of things alone for a while. Aww, okay, so we cut forward. Alright, so he tried to explain how you became friends. but you couldn't give the real reason. See, that's even sketchier. If you couldn't give the real reason of how you became close, Issei would probably find that super sketchy, especially if he has a super closet crush on Rin that he himself doesn't realize. Um, Rin and Shiro was fucking in his mind. I don't know if he jumped to that level. I don't know. Just maybe I don't know Ryudo well enough. We haven't gotten to see him very well. But from my understanding, even though I think he doesn't like Rin and would want to avoid Rin, assuming he doesn't have a crush, I don't think he would then completely start avoiding Shiro. I feel like he would try to pull Shiro away from Rin and save Shiro from Rin before it's too late in that scenario where he does think of Rin as just, I mean, not saying they can't be mutually, not saying they can't also, that can't be both. He could have tried to pull Shiro away thinking Rin is, but also secretly liking her. But based on the way he's acting, that's just my initial impression. Could be wrong. I'll have to do a lot of things alone for a while. It's good to have less people involved. How many more masters are there going to be that we don't know about? Okay, well, we know Shiro, we know Rin, we know Iliasville. I think Shinji, not confirmed. Do I think Shinji is Lancer's master? I don't know. It could go a few ways. Then there's 3 others left. And there's also whoever set up the Blood Crest. I don't think that was Iliasville. I don't think she needs all that extra energy. Well, maybe she'd be good enough that she could use it. I think it's more likely someone that's actually in the school set up the Blood Crest on top of the school. Maybe that's what Rin wants to talk to us about, because she still hasn't dealt with that? Possibly. So there's 3 left. We have the Master of Assassin, the Master of Caster, the Master of Rider, and the Master of Lancer, and I'm guessing one of those is Shinji, which means 3 left not counting that. So I want to take a second, because I think we've gone a little ways. I'm wondering if we're going to get any new characters, or if we've, aside from the servants, is this it? Don't answer that, of course. I could see us getting maybe one more character, but I don't think we're going to get much more than a couple more, and I doubt they would save too many masters. Renegade's POV, Ilya Berserker, Shiro Saber, Rin Archer, Shinji, Bloodmaster, and then, Lancer is somewhere in there. I'm thinking Kuzuki is a master. I'm going to throw that out there. I sort of had that thought a while back, but that was when we were still meeting characters at a constant rate. That's kind of stopped. We haven't met anyone for a while, and so I want to go ahead and throw that claim out there. I think Kuzuki is a master. He seems kind of very distant. We haven't gotten to interacting with him much. Rin seems to think there isn't a master at the school, but if she's already wrong about Shinji, and she's wrong about some Blood Master, this would make the only adult so far that we know of in the Grail War, which is why maybe they're able to hide their powers effectively from Rin's notice. And Kuzuki seems like a cold person. That could be a front, or he could genuinely be a cold, cowardly person. Let's go throw this out there. Maybe Kuzuki is Lancer's master, because Lancer said he doesn't like Kuzuki, and Kuzuki, on face value, I am completely judging a book by its cover, I am aware, but all we've gotten so far from Kuzuki is the cover, and yet he's not in others. There is an others section. They went out of their way to give him his own little thing. So that's why I'm kind of thinking that, given how unimportant he's been so far, I think there's a decent chance of him being a master, especially because at least one teacher master, like a plot twist teacher master, a plot twist student master, and I'm thinking Shinji is a plot twist student master, and I don't think Taiga's going to be a teacher master. It doesn't seem right. So I'm thinking Kuzuki is going to be a master. If that happens, that'll leave 2 unknowns. I think at least one of them will be a character we have not met yet. I'd assume at least one of them is probably just going to show up out of nowhere. As for the last one, do I think that's going to be a newcomer or someone we've met? Ayako's an option, Sakura's an option, Ryudo, I suppose. I don't think Kirei's involved twice. I don't think that's possible. If he's the overseer, he's a cheater if he is. And I don't think it's Taiga. I'm not sure. hard to pin down. I'm guessing at least one of them we haven't met yet, and the last seventh one I'm really unsure about. We maybe not have met them, maybe we've met them, I don't know. The missing servants, rider, assassin, caster. I mean, yeah, those are the missing servants. Rider, assassin, caster. Rider, assassin, caster. I wouldn't be surprised if whoever Rider is, maybe Rider's going to show up out of nowhere with their master. The reasoning behind that is they're a rider. Maybe they came from far away and rode. I don't know. Thematic. I mean, technically, all servants, when they're summoned this time, get general knowledge. Like Saber could drive a car back in... well, wait a second. Hold on. That's not entirely true. Status. No, not abilities. Riding, B. Ability to ride things. Okay, so it's not... That's right. It's not universal, which means rider would be special. Not all... Hiccups, God. Not all servants would be able to ride things. Therefore, coming in from far away seems most likely to be a rider thing to do. So I'm going to throw a random guess and say Rider's Master is someone we have not met yet. Sure. I think that's where roughly I stand so far. I think Lancer's Master, possibly Kozuki. Shinji's servant is someone we haven't met yet. In that scenario... Hold on. No. Reverse the phone. Reverse the phone. I think whoever created the blood seal... that's fucking with Rin's mojo. Would Caster be involved with that? Maybe then. Okay, I'm gonna do. Okay, so we've got Kozuki, and we've got Shinji. One of them is Lancer's Master. I could sort of seeing it go both ways, and I think the other one is Caster's Master, and I think that because I think it's Caster that set up the blood crest at the top of the school, because I feel like Caster's the one that could make the best use of that. And also the blood crest itself seems extremely strong. That could just be an extremely strong mage, but Rin herself is pretty good and said she didn't know how to get rid of it. So Caster themselves might have set that up, is what I'm thinking. Therefore, I believe Shinji and Kozuki are masters of Lancer and Caster. I could go back and forth between which is which, but I think that is the case. And I think Caster's the one that set up the blood crest. Rider's going to come in out of nowhere with a master we haven't seen yet. And then we have Shiro Saber, Rin Archer, Ilias Field Berserker. Who does that leave? Oh, right, that leaves the seventh unknown variable. With, who's the last servant? Assassin. That's a final, okay, so... Final servant plus assassin, final master plus assassin, I don't really have an ongoing theory about. That's the thing. Assassin, I'm not sure. Don't really have an ongoing theory on assassin at the moment. I could go I don't really have a guess as far as assassin goes at the moment. Anyways, what have you guys been saying so far? I was focusing on my own stuff. The missing servants. Taigo is a master, Kiritsugu would have told Shiro, wouldn't he? That's if Kiritsugu knew. If Kiritsugu knew, I don't think he would have stayed around. How would he know that she was... if she was a mage? Well, clearly you can be a master without being a proper mage. Shiro did it. Rin said that whoever created the blood seal knew magic. Caster or a human mage? Yeah, because whoever created it did something that Rin couldn't get rid of. It was too good for her. So either it was a mage better than Rin, which maybe Kozuki, because he's an adult, more time to train, or maybe just Caster in general. Don't assume the servants simply stick with their weapons. So we can't assume they simply stick with... Yeah, you're not wrong. However, we still can take that as a base assumption. Even if some of them bend from the fold... unless there's a good reason to think so, I don't see a need to dive too much into that at the moment. I mean, sure, I'm sure some servants may use magic that aren't actually the caster. However, it has to be really strong magic, which I guess as servants it would be if they have any magic at all, but I mean, at that point, it could be anyone, so that's why I don't see much of a purpose in going down that rabbit hole. Anyways, just thought I'd throw some stuff out there. There you go. It's good to have less people involved. What? I mean, 7 and 7? Well, what should I do right now is go meet Tosaka as arranged, explain things to Sakura. This isn't even a choice for me. I know the answer right away. However, I'm going to save for the sake of saving. And I guess I'll go and explain my choice. We're going to meet Tosaka. Let me explain. Reason number 1 for meeting Tosaka. I want to save her with my penis. Reason number 2 for seeing Tosaka. We should probably talk shop, talk about what we're doing going forward. If Sakura and Fujimura are going to be at our house often, it's going to give us less time to actually get together and chat, so this is a good chance to do it. Reason number 3 for meeting Tosaka. She asked me to, and ditching her is very rude, and I don't want to piss her off and fuck over my essentially guardian while we're at the school because Saber's not here. So, yeah, I'm gonna meet Tosaka. Sorry, Sakura. Sorry. This isn't even really a choice about which girl I like better. This is just makes sense to me. So, Tosaka. I have the promise with Tosaka. I was, unilliterate. But she must have something to talk about if she called for me. Oh, what is that? Ockram's Razor. I've heard the name before, but I've never really used the term all hooby-dooby. Archer can use swords. His swords are like his arrows, though, from my assumption, with how many he frickin' has. But anyways, I buy my lunch and go to the rooftop. Berserker, for example. If he was any class but Berserker, he apparently could do all of the things. Oh wait, no, except Caster. Apparently he wouldn't fit Caster. His magic sucks. So, okay, that's one person we know it isn't. Berserker. However, it could still be Iliasfiel, because she's strong as heck. Anyways, I buy my lunch and go to the rooftop. I don't think it's Iliasfiel, though. I think whoever did it... okay, a couple of reasons I don't think it's Iliasfiel. Number 1, I think it's an inside job. I think whoever did it goes to this school. Number 2, Iliasfiel wouldn't want Shiro to just die randomly from this thing without getting a chance to savor it herself. So it just seems like she would be no bueno with that whole situation. Anyways, I buy my lunch and go to the rooftop. It's usually packed with students, but not in this cold winter air. Also, Iliasfiel is not a coward. She is very, very much upfront about wanting to beat everyone, how she'll do it with style. She would not set up one of these grody blood seals to be all in the background, icky-dicky. I don't think she'd be icky-dicky like that. She's strong enough and confident enough that I don't think she feels she would need to be icky-dicky. Anyways, it's usually packed with students, but not in this cold winter air. Even though the winter in Fuyuki City is warm, the coldness at the rooftop is unbearable. That's like science or something. Yeah, science! The only ones on the rooftop are me and... Why consume the souls with magic when you can consume them by crushing them to death with Berserker? You're late. What are you so slow for? Oh shit, we're gonna have a steamy scene. For the sake of the steamy scene, I will turn the voices on. They better make out. I mean, you know, intellectually make out at least. Tosaka shivering under cover.
遅れたのは悪かったと思ってる。思ってるんで差し入れを持ってきたんだが、その様子じゃいらないか。
I mean, I came, period. I could have went to see Sakura. You should be saying, thanks for actually coming. Then again, she would never say that, because she shouldn't... There's no reason to assume Shiro wouldn't show up if she asked him to show up. So, I guess there's no problem with it. She didn't see inside Shiro's head and know he subconsciously made the choice. I mean, I made the choice, but the fact that the choice was presented, kind of a dick move, Shiro. I mean, okay, I can see that Sakura's having a really rough time with her brother. I'm not saying there's no merit to heading down that route. However, I mean, she asked, Sakura didn't. Maybe if they both asked, it would have been a real choice. I do feel bad for being late. Because of that, I brought you something. But you might not need it acting like that, huh? I take the coffee. Ooh, I bought at the stand and put it in my pocket.
あんた、朴突な顔して結構気が利くのね。
You have a naive face, but you're pretty thoughtful. Sakura will remember this. Oh shit, she's secretly evil and she's gonna kill me. I know being older doesn't mean they have to be a better mage, just like being older doesn't mean you have to know more than someone half your age. It just means you usually do. There's reason to believe you would. Yes, you don't have to be, but it's what's that thing you said? Oh gosh, wise fool, you used the magic word. Occam's razor. Yeah, whatever that term means, that's the thing. Yes, older doesn't mean better, but it means more chances to have gotten better because you've lived longer, you know. Anyways, you have a naive face, but you're pretty thoughtful.
ただの気まぐれだよ。ほら、もうちょっとそっち行けよ。
You have any, it's just a whim. Come over here. Come over here. Oh shit. He's asking her to come, and here I thought she'd make the first move.
ここだと風が当たるし、人目につくだろ。
It's windy out here and people might see us. I pass Tosaka and hand her the coffee. Oh gosh, Occam's razor, or Occam's razor, is a principle from philosophy. Suppose there exists two explanations for an occurrence. In this case, the one that requires the smallest number of assumptions is usually correct. What he said. What they said? What you said. What Mr. Death said. Here, nobody should find us right away and we won't be seen from the windows on the 4th floor. Nice! Perfect place to make out!
ありがとう。
That's close.
次は紅茶にしてね。私、インスタントならミルクティーだから。それ以外はありがとう。ロックダウンするから注意するべし。
Oh, you ungrateful bitch, you're great. Thanks. Get me some tea next time. I like milk teas. The value of the gratitude goes down if it's anything else, so be careful. Oh, that's great. You're great. Oh, you bitch, you're great.
はいよ。次まで覚えていたらな。それよりなんだよ。こんなところに呼び出して。人気がない場所を選ぶあたり、そっちの話だと思うけど。
Alright, if I remember next time, so what? Why'd you get me up here? Seeing how you chose a desolate place, I'm assuming it's about that sort of thing? That sort of thing. Ooh.
当然でしょ。私とシロの間で他にどっちの話があるっていうのよ。
Of course, what else do we have to talk about? I mean, the way you blush, I assume maybe we're talking about magic. Are we talking about Hanky Panky? I mean, he wasn't clear. Are we gonna have an awkward misunderstanding scene? Because I would love it. I mean, who would have the misunderstanding though? I'm assuming it's about that sort of thing. Are we talking about magic or Hanky Panky? I'd go both ways. Going both ways. Oh shit.
それはそうだな。で、どんな話なんだ?
Yeah, you're right. So what's it about? I think the idea behind Occam's razor, at least the way I'm using it for theories and stuff, and why I don't think, it's unlikely that a non-caster would set it up. The idea behind the basis of the theory is you want evidence to back up the theory. Sure, I could say, oh, I think it was Ryder that set up the frickin' circle. And then, I would then go on to say, why do I think that? There's no... I mean, sure, I can throw out random guesses, but, I like to actually theorize and, put evidence into the theories, so that's why I'm saying there's not much point thinking about it unless there's a reason to believe me to think about it. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So what's it about?
何よ。ずいぶんクールじゃない、あなた。
What? You're pretty cool about it. Are we talking about the same thing? Shira's probably talking about magic, and I think you're talking about the living situation and how we're gonna kick Sakura out or something. Or something? Something. There's definitely gonna be some misunderstanding.
まあ、寒いからな。できるだけ手短に済ませたい。
Huh? Well, it's cold, and I'm cool, so I want to get this over with quickly. You want to get over with quickly? Alright, kiss right in the face right now, let's do it.
遠坂はそうでもないのか?
Don't you feel the same?
そんなわけないでしょ。私だってさっさと要件だけ済ませるつもりに決まってるじゃない。
Of course, I plan to finish this business quickly too. Gosh, the way she's blushing. Is she thinking about the magic thing? Okay, she's definitely thinking about the hanky-panky. I just don't know if it's only subconscious, or if she's legitimately thinking that we're doing hanky-panky. Or she thinks that she wants to talk about magic, but because Shio's been vague so far, she thinks that maybe he's talking about hanky-panky, which is making her all blushy and stuff. Shio, however, would never think about the hanky-panky, because he thinks that A, you're way out of his league, and B, that he thinks you're weird under your mask. He only likes your mask persona. He doesn't like your real self. The person who set it up was Assassin. Why bother slitting throats when you can just make it into a blood smoothie? Nice. Why use your talent when you could just suck and stuff? But at least you tried your hardest. You see, when Assassin was growing up, this version of Assassin, we'll call them, it's a fucking blush as far as I'm concerned. We'll call them he for the time being, because I don't know their gender, and I am presuming and using the gender neutral time because I find it less awkward than they. So, when Assassin was growing up, let's say, he had a pet dog, and his pet dog he named his pet dog Magic. Because, no, he didn't name it Magic. He adopted the dog. Someone else was the owner of the dog. And he assassinated that person as part of his job and felt bad. Okay, we're getting a good story here. So he adopted the dog, and the dog was named Magic. This made him feel like, of course. And the dog's original master was a really strong caster, right? Original owner, I should say, was a really strong caster. And you see, the dog is only alive because of magic. Like, the dog is not a normal dog. Like, it should have died, but the caster kept it alive through magic. And so the assassin, feeling guilty, tried his hardest and practiced, and got good at magic. Super good, so he could keep the dog alive, you see. Even though he's not good at it, though, he cherishes his memories with his stolen doggo. And so, in the future present time now, when he was brought to the Grail War, he decided, yeah, I might be better at assassinating. I may be a better assassin than a caster. I'm gonna set up a blood circle, though, and I'm gonna do it with magic, because that's what my dog would have wanted. And I'll win the Grail War with dog magic. Therefore, Assassin is the one who set it up. I mean, I could do that with any of them if I really wanted to, but it means nothing. Oh, doggos. Good morning, villain behind glasses. Nice to see you behind your glasses. I plan to finish this business quickly, too. Yeah, I thought so. It's obvious, so she doesn't have to yell about it. Oh, well. Oh, you're right. QQ Lane is the dog. I'm so sorry. Okay, Assassin will be a cat person then. Whatever. Gosh. I mean, QQ Lane just had to not eat dogs. It was a completely different origin story. They can have a fun rivalry in this Grail War because they're both related to dogs. Oh, well. No, we're talking... I'll ask you directly, what are you going to do after school? We're talking about Assassin. Because you see, when Assassin was a young boy of how do servants work? A young boy, they were still real people, right? Of 16, he killed a caster, a strong caster, and this strong caster's dog was named Magic. Or no, it was kept alive through magic. It was named QQ Lane. Why not? Let's be weird. You see, Assassin's age is after QQ Lane's age. It comes chronologically later, and this caster studied up on QQ Lane, was a big fan of his mythology, and named his dog QQ Lane. Therefore, when the assassin had a job to kill this strong caster and took the dog named QQ Lane, it was only alive because of the magic that the caster was using, because it had a weird anime illness, and so to keep it alive it had to use caster magic. So Assassin studied caster magic to keep QQ Lane alive. So in the present day, for one thing, Assassin will be a big fan of Lancer, and obviously they're going to end up teaming up, so we're going to have to deal with the Lancer Assassin team up. We have to be ready for that. But Assassin totally set up that blood circle, and that's why Lancer was watching. That's why Lancer was watching when Rin came, because Lancer was watching the blood circle that his best bud Assassin, his secret admirer Assassin, set up. And Assassin told Lancer everything about his plan, because Assassin looks up to QQ Lane dearly because of his dog named QQ Lane that he stole from a caster that was a big fan of the lore. Why not? It's canon. It's canon until it's proven otherwise. And I'm sure it will be eventually. Until then, it's canon. I'll ask you directly. What are you going to do after school? Shiro and Shinji fusion being Archer. I think, you know what? Okay. Anyways. What are you going to do after school? I honestly think that Shiro and Shinji fusion being Archer is more likely, to be honest.
放課後？あ、いや、別にこれといって予定はないよ。生徒会の手伝い事があったら手伝うし、なかったらバイトに出るし。
After school, I don't have any plans. I'll help the student council if they need help. Otherwise, I'll just go to work. No, you stupid stoop! You either have to stay with Rin or Saber at all times. All times. All of the times. Oh, of course, yeah, the Shiro-Shinji fusion's true, right, of course. I mean, it is more likely than this one. And if it's the more likely outcome, therefore it's true because of Occam's razor! Ho-ho! Anyways, no, so if you're going to work, you need to be going to work with Rin or Saber. Shiro, do you not understand how this works? Dash, 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 dash.
なんだよ、その露骨に呆れた顔は。言いたいことがあるならはっきり言ってくれ。できるだけ直すから。
What's that utterly amazed expression? Tell me if you want to say something. I'll try to correct things. Yeah. How about you learn how to not be stupid? Have you tried taking stop being stupid classes? Gosh.
まったく、あなたがどうなろうと私は構わないんだけど、まあ一つだけ忠告してあげるか。今は協力関係なんだし、シロは魔術師として未熟すぎるから。
I don't care what happens to you. Liar. But I guess I'll give you one warning. We're cooperating right now, and you're too inexperienced as a magus. Him being inexperienced as a magus is fucking irrelevant. He's just an idiot. Oh yeah, Shinji, I mean, of course. He beats up his sister, you know, because that's how they express love in the Mato family. The Matos go back generations as a mage family, after all. That's my assumption. I bet it's their tradition in the Mato family. They show their affection through physical abuse. Therefore, clearly the problem is that Sakura doesn't love Shinji enough. That's why Sakura doesn't beat Shinji enough. That's why Shinji feels so dejected all the time. And he feels like, Sakura, don't you love me? Why haven't you beaten me up yet? And that's why he feels so awkward around Shiro, because Shiro's beating him up. And I'm like, do you like me, Shiro? And it's making him really uncomfortable that Shiro seems to have more affection for him than Sakura. Anyways, we're cooperating right now, and you're too experienced as a magus.
またそれか。魔術師として未熟だっていうのはもう耳にタコだ。
That
気
again?
にしてるんだから、あまりいじめないで。
I've heard that I'm an inexperienced magus too many times, I know, so don't tease me about it. It's not about you being an inexperienced magus, it's about you being inexperienced at freaking common yen. I'd say common sense, but you live in the Japanos, so you get yen instead of sense.
いじめてなんていないわよ。ただシロが学校の結果に気づいてないようだから未熟だって言ってるの。
I'm not teasing you, I'm just saying you're inexperienced because you don't seem to have noticed the boundary field around this school. Well, I mean, okay, you won't tease him, I, Renegade, will tease him. Shiro, you're stupid. Dash, question mark? Boundary field around the school? 何ですか?
待て、学校の結界って、それはまさか。
Hold on, a boundary field at school, could that be?
まさかも何も、他のマスターが張った結界だってば。
It's a boundary field set up by another master. Okay, so are we gonna work together against this master? Because, like, I thought we were only doing our partnership against Berserker? Gosh, now you're suddenly expanding the parameters. Oh, is this your one warning because I'm stupid? Are you sure it's not because you love me?
かなり広範囲に仕組まれた結界でね。発動すれば学校の敷地をほぼ包み込む。
It's arranged so widely that it pretty much encircles the whole school.
種別は結界内にいる人間から血肉を奪うタイプ。まだ準備段階のようだけど、それでもみんなに元気がないって気づかなかった？
This boundary field is the type that steals blood and meat from the humans inside it. Yummy! I'm not a fan of bacon, but gosh, I love me some blood and human meat. It's still in the preparation phase, but haven't you noticed everyone's kind of listless? No? Oh, is that why Ryudo was acting even more hyper than normal? That was him being listless? Unless that means he's a master and that's a sign that he was... Dash. Come to think of it, I felt a bit strange on Saturday, but was that it? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think I vaguely remember that and saying something about that. And that must mean... Oh, that's that weird thing where you eat your lunch. Well, breakfast. Whatever. And then a couple hours later, it comes back up. Hold on. I'll swallow it again. Back down it goes. Okay. Yummy hot dogs. I ate hot dogs! QQ Lane would hate it! I mean, they weren't actual dogs. They weren't pigs either. Them beef dogs. And that must mean...
つまり学校にマスターがいる。
There's a master at this school. Kiritsu gave Shiro a lot of bad habits. Sexism, shitty magic, superhero ideals. Yeah, come on, Kiritsugu. Train your kid to be a better something. You know what he really should have done was pick one and stuck with it. Either train him to be an excellent sexist, train him to be excellent at shitty magic, or train him to be a superhero. Like, he split his attention too many ways. Personally, I would have chose the sexism. I mean, he should have trained him to be, like, an awesome playboy who gets all of the ladies. Ignore all the... You can be your superhero that way. You could literally save people with your penis. Yeah, you'd like, okay, I might, let's go in dark place. Fuck it. No, I don't want to go that dark. Okay, what's a less dark version of that joke? Oh yeah, you could save people with your penis. So like, you'd find, nope. Okay, that's dark. Nope, that's insensitive. Never mind, fill in the blank. Think of it yourself. I'm too dark right now. I got a dark mind. There's master at this school.
そう、確実に敵が潜んでいるってわけ。わかった、エミヤ君。そのあたり覚悟しておかないと死ぬわよ、あなた。
Right. There's certainly an enemy lurking here. Do you understand, Emiya-kun? If you're not prepared, you'll die. Ooh! Even in private, you're not calling me Shiro. Is it because we're at school? Is it because of the school uniform? Are you conscious of calling him this name? Or is this subconscious? Are you thinking about it when you call him Emiya despite being in private? Is it because you're trying to focus on master stuff that you don't want to call him Shiro? Is it because you're at school? Is it a combination of both? Dash. My relaxed feelings go tense.
それでそのマスターが誰かは分かっているのか、遠坂は。
So, do you know who this master is, Tosaka? No, if she did, she'd probably tell you. I mean, well, maybe she wouldn't, but like, then why would she bring this up in the first place, right? To fuck with you, I guess? But then what's the point of the alliance? Unless she's playing a really cold long game where she's playing multiple sides, but based on what I saw from inside her head and even outside her head, she doesn't seem like that kind of person.
いいえ、当たりはついてるけど、まだ確証が取れてない。まあ、うちの学校にはもう一人魔術師がいるってことは知ってたけど、魔術師イコールマスターってわけじゃないから。
No, I've got some ideas, but I don't have any proof yet. Well, I knew there was another magus in this school, but a magus doesn't necessarily equal a master. Uh-huh. You have ideas. Is your ideas the same as my ideas? Are you thinking you may have been wrong? Are you thinking you may have been wrong when you stalked Sakura and Shinji? Theories. I personally also think you are wrong. Maybe that would probably be... I wouldn't be surprised if that was her first guess, that she was wrong, and that... I mean, after all, if she knows that Shinji and or Sakura are masters... or not masters, sorry, maguses. They both start with an M. I'm bad with words that start with the same letter. That they may be the other thing. Anyways...
あなたみたいな素人がマスターになる場合もあるんだし、断定はできないわ。
There are cases where an amateur like you becomes a master, so I can't be sure. Yes, you can, you liar. It's not an amateur. If it was, you would sense them. I mean, no, wait, hold on, that's not true. You don't sense Shiro because he sucks at magic. But there's a difference between sucking at magic. I mean, he has, like, no magical things. He has to summon them on his own, which is, I think, why you couldn't sense him. Because his magic is that limited. And then there's sucking. But there's sucking, and then there's naturally being Okay, So I guess it could be an amateur. I suppose. Maybe. I think that's unlikely, but maybe.
俺は素人じゃない。ちゃんとした魔術師だ。って待った遠坂。魔術師ならもう一人いるって。うちの学校にか。
I'm not an amateur, I'm a proper magus. Hey, hold on, Tosaka. There's another magus at our school?
そうよ。けどそいつからマスターとしての気配は感じないのよね。真っ先に調べに行ったけど霊樹もなければサーバントの気配もなかった。
That's right, but I can't feel any sign that the Magus is a master. I went to check first, but they didn't have a command spell nor the presence of a servant. Okay, let's do some thinking here. Let's say Shinji. Let's say that's the theory. Shinji is the master, right? Let's say that she thinks, let's say that they're the Magus family, the Matos, and let's say that's Rin's guess. She suspects them, looks into it, and doesn't find anything. Now, does that mean Shinji is very good at being... But no matter how good he is at being a master, the presence of a servant, how do you detect that? With Archer? And you're saying Archer never detected the presence of a servant? I guess that could mean the servant was in a separate location. That would seem unlikely for Lancer's master, because apparently Lancer's master is a coward. Well, maybe if they always stay apart. There's also the possibility that then that Shinji would be Caster's master, because... Caster master, rhyming. I say that because Caster is inherently super strong with magic, so I'm not even sure how true this is, but they might not even need their master's magic to make themselves invisible. They may be able to do it on their own merits, which might make them harder to detect. I don't know, I'm spitballing. That's just a reason to think of how Shinji or whoever could have fooled Rin. My voice is repeating? Excuse me? Is my voice is repeating? I'm sorry, what? If you're Shinji, is it... Okay, wait. Is there a problem? Oh, that's on your side? Okay, yeah, it shouldn't be. It should only be on my side if I have an extra Twitch open, which I don't. I've had that happen before too, though, where I thought the person I was watching had their voice repeating. Okay, it's on you. That was gonna freak me out, but no, we're good. No, I think I would know if my voice was... Well, maybe I wouldn't. No, I think I would. I'm not sure. Anyways, if Shinji is a master theory, maybe this reason why Rin can't sense a servant assassin, he's being sneaky. Okay, maybe it's Ryder, and Ryder can ride away real quickly, invisibly. Maybe it's, wait, who? No, that's all the three that we don't know. Never mind. Maybe it's Lancer, and we just know this Lancer is fast. Alright. They didn't have a command spell nor the presence of a servant.
よっぽどうまく気配を隠しているなら別だけど、まずそいつはマスターじゃないわ。
They might just be hiding it really well, but I'm pretty sure this person is not a master. I bet you're wrong, and they are hiding it really well. Although I'm also betting that you think that it's the Matos, and that's also just a bet. I'm betting that your bet that I think is a bet. I'm betting that the bet that I'm betting on is a bet is wrong bet. Bet. You bet.
だからこの学園に潜んでいるマスターはシロみたいに半端に魔術を知っている人間だと思う。
I think the master at this school is someone with an incomplete knowledge of magic like you. Maybe that's also the case. Maybe they're double dipping. But I'm pretty sure Shinji's the master. And I'm pretty sure you were stalking Shinji. Or at least stalking Sakura. Based on what we know, but of how you know Sakura was coming to my place. Being undetectable sounds like something an assassin would have. Yeah, like physically undetectable, but like magically undetectable. I mean, you can't be double... Well, no, that's true. The theory, after all, Assassin raised this dog, QQ Lane, of the caster and learned magic, so he could double dip. This version of Assassin does double dip and have magic. You're right. Having both very strong magic and Assassin-like qualities would help. That's a very good point. Anyways.
ここのところさ、微量だけど私たち以外の魔力を後者に感じるのよ。それが敵マスターの気配ってわけなんだけど。
Recently, I felt a little magical energy other than ours in this place. That's a sign of the enemy master's presence, but... It's too small an amount to detect the source, huh? Wait, recently? Do you detect anything from me? Here's a question. Do you detect me? Because before you didn't. You did not know I was magic. You thought I was a muggle because my magic is so small. Do you now detect me or not? Because if you still don't detect me because I'm just that shitty with magic, the fact that you're now detecting someone just barely... Okay, a couple thoughts about this. A little magical energy. There is a couple thoughts I have regarding this. Thought number one is that this could be... Is there been any transfer students recently? If there is, we should look into that, because that's a huge tip-off. Thought number two is that it's a trap. Like, I could see Shinji doing something like, let's just go from the... Okay, for now, I'm continuing on the Shinji train. This could be someone else. It could be not Shinji. Whoever it is, what they could be doing is that the real master is like, they gave like a magical item. Shinji, let's say, gave a magical item to like one of his girlfriends, but it's got very minor magical energy, and she just walks around with it, and she's gonna be like a decoy master for us to go after. That's a thought. But, that or transfer student, because I don't know why their magical energy would have suddenly shown up. Oh yeah, we're stuck. We're stuck on this until we see 7 masters that are not Shinji. Or if Sakura proves to be a master, that might get me to second guess myself. But it's too small an amount to detect the source, huh?
魔術師ではないマスターか。遠坂が断定するからには相当な確信があるんだろう。
Master, it's not a magus, huh? If you say so, you must be confident of that.
それは信じるけど、そうか。うちの学校そんなに魔術師がいたのか。
I believe you, but really, are there that many magi at our school? Are there? Are there? Answer the question, Rin.
そんなにって私とその子だけだって。
So many, just this person and I. Okay, that throws a wrench into my thought process. Just this person, one person, not plural, singular. I was thinking the mottos in general were magic. This changes things. If it's just one person, just Sakura? That doesn't make sense. Why just Sakura? I mean, Shinji should be involved too. They should both be mottos. Okay. Reevaluating. Okay, let's go at this from 2 angles. Angle number 1, I'm correct. And it is Sakura that she was stalking. And Sakura is the master in question. So what the fuck about Shinji? Thinking is adoption? Like, not a proper... Like, Sakura is an actual Mato. And maybe Shinji is adopted and theoretically doesn't know about magic. And therefore, if Rin didn't actually stalk Shinji and only stalk Sakura, maybe she wouldn't know that Shinji secretly is magic? If Shinji is adopted, that may help explain a little bit of his inferiority. A bit. Because he feels unsettled. Just adoption in general, you know. He doesn't, because Sakura's like the... If they're in a big family... I mean, just because he's adopted, does that mean Rin wouldn't look into it? I don't know, I'm rolling with it for now. That's theory 1, is that's the explanation for why she only went after Sakura and not bothered to look into Shinji. Explanation 2 is that I'm just wrong. I could be just wrong about it being the mottos. In which case, hey, Shinji's the master because he's the one with the little magical energy. Haha! It still works out. Maybe. In which case, who do I actually think the other family is? Hold on. What other characters are there if this isn't the mottos? Ryudo? Could it be Ryudo? He is part of like a temple, right? A very traditional... Maybe it's like a fancy magic traditional temple. And like, he is a magus. And so that's why he wants to keep his distance from Rin, maybe? Maybe even though he keeps his Maybe that's why he keeps his distance from Rin. Oh, maybe that's why he knows the real Rin. Because like, they're both masters, or no, they're both maguses. M words, I'm so sorry. They're both maguses, so she knows that Ryu's always magic, and so, and he knows that Rin is magic, and so, I mean, yeah, Taiga's part of a Yakuza family, but, like, I don't think so, because I don't buy it. And besides, she's not really part of the school per se. I mean, I guess she is. I just assume student. But maybe it is. I didn't think of the idea that the master she's thinking of is a teacher. Hold on. Wait a second. Oh, that's interesting. I'll get back to the interesting thought in a second. Continue on this current thread. If Issei, that would explain why he's so icky around Rin. Like, he finds that whole thing uncomfortable. Especially if he knows about the Grail War and knows that Rin is participating, he may just want to keep his distance completely to some extent. There is some logic behind that thinking. Hello, Panana. Here's the other logic. What if Taiga is part of a magic family? What if the Yakuzas... Are they magic? I'm not sure. Magic Yakuzas? I don't know. Maybe that is a thing to some extent. That Taiga... And then, okay. And then Rin would have investigated not the Matos, but Taiga. And would have seen Taiga going over to Shiro's place. And by extension see Sakura also happening to be at Shiro's place. For this whole time, essentially ever since Rin said that there are two mage families, I've been under the impression that she was wrong, more or less. The idea that the other mage family, like, they have to be involved in the narrative somehow. There's no reason to bring them up. It's not like they're just referencing Fate Zero, because this came first. Therefore, it couldn't just be a cute reference. It has to be a thing for this game. The fact that there's this second mage family. It's not just going to be nothing. Which is why I've been thinking for a long time that she was just wrong. Even before the whole Sakura thing, I was thinking the second mage family would have a master among them. And Rin, Rin was just wrong. However, if Taiga is magic, is that what the Taiga Dojo is? Is it all canon? Is the Taiga Dojo her magic? Is that her way? Did she, like, imprint upon me that when I die, I get a fun death because of her Taiga magic? That's a funny thought. Maybe that's how her magic comes into play in the narrative. Okay. So, alright, there are the couple thoughts going on. Thought one is that it is the Matos, and I guess Shinji's adopted. That's why it's purple hair versus blue hair! The Matos normally have purple! Thought two is that it's actually Taiga that's the family, and that's how she knows about Sakura. Thought three is that it's Issei that's the family, which does not explain how she knows about Sakura, which is why I'm more inclined to think it's the Matos or the Taiga thing. The Issei thing, that would explain something. It would explain Issei's weird reactions, but I feel like Issei's real reactions don't need that, whereas the fact that Rin knows Sakura's coming over needs something, and I don't have a thing other than she suspected masterhood and stalked them. Which, anyways... So many, just this person and I.
魔術師ってのは家柄を大事にするでしょ。こんな狭い地域に2つの家系が根を張った場合、どうしても好意になるものなのよ。
A magus values their lineage, right? If two such lineages live in such a small area, they're bound to become intimate. Rin in the prologue said she knew where Shiro's house was because an acquaintance of hers goes there. That acquaintance being Sakura is my assumption. I mean, the only other acquaintance is Taiga, but like, in that case, I mean, yeah. She also, it doesn't matter, even ignoring the prologue thing, Rin apparently, from Shiro's understanding, seems to know, even if they were vague in the prologue, I don't remember the exact words, even if they were, Rin's still sad. Shiro's like, wait, does Rin know? Which narratively leads me to believe that Rin knows. So, anyways.
そうなのか。けど、俺は遠坂の家のことを知らなかったけどな。
Is that so? But I never knew about your family. Well, yeah, because you're not real magic, and Kiritsugu kept you out of the whole magic business.
エミヤくんちは特別。エミヤくんのお父さん、教会から離反した一匹狼だったんでしょうね。たまたまこの町が気に
Am I
入
in
って
trouble?
目を下ろしたんだろうけど、冬木の町はうちの管轄だからさ。
Your household is special. I think your father was a lone wolf who alienated himself from the association. I mean, we already know that to be true. I think Shiro as much as said that much. He must have happened to like this city and decide to live in it, but this city is under our supervision. Okay, so do I have to get like a... is the magical FBI gonna come see me and give me like a magic ticket for being magic?
私たちにバレたらもらうものもらうことになるし、それが嫌で隠れてたんじゃないかな。
If we found out, we'd take what we could, so I guess he was hiding because he didn't want that. Okay, so what about now? I mean, you found out. Are you gonna keep it a secret? Are you gonna keep it a secret that I'm a mage? Is that the fair thing to do because, like, I didn't kill you? I had Saber not kill you?
なんだよ、そのもらうものもらうって不穏な発言は。
What do you mean, take what you could? Like, all the things. Like, kill him for alienating himself from the society, steal your house, steal your belongings, steal his child. You know, that kind of basic stuff.
気になる？それは将来、シロが一人前になったら取り立てに行くから期待してて。
Are we talking about sex? Are we talking about sex yet? Are you curious? I'll come and collect it when you mature. Mature? Mature? Look forward to it. Mature? We talking about sex? Are we talking about sex? Although, wait, mature? You're assuming now that I'll mature. That's a big assumption given the Grail War we're part of. You don't see in front of your face, Rin.
まったく、本当に猫かぶってやがったんだな。
Jeez, you really were wearing a mask. Oh, so until I'm 18, I'm not, like, legally responsible for my father's actions. But once I become 18, I will be legally responsible for being a freaking rogue magi. Very long, pointy finger. That seems like the perfect finger to point at someone and go, Igiyari!
何が学校一の優等生だ。この詐欺師。
That Funky Knight and Banana are in my chat at the same time. Oh gosh, we're gonna have a makeout session. Oh no. Just how are you an honor student, you imposter? It's because she's an imposter that she's an honor student. Her normal self would never be an honor. She has to fake it to make it. I mean, she does make it, but she's making it because she's a faker. She wouldn't be faker of the maker.
あら、いけない？外見を飾るのだって魔術師としての義務でしょ？
Is that so wrong? It's the responsibility of a magus to decorate the outward appearance, is it not? I mean, maybe for you, but like, you're just supposed to not make yourself known to muggles. I think that's just a Tosaka thing. I think your upbringing is kind of forked.
ほら、私は遠坂家の跡取りだし、火の打ちどころのない優等生じゃないと、天国の父さんに顔を合わせられないのよ。
That's cute, she said heaven. You see, I'm the successor of the Tosaka family. I am the great Byakuya Tosaka. So I have to be a perfect honor student or I won't be able to face my father in... I think you meant to say hell.
父さんって父坂。
Father? Tosaka? You mean...
ええ、私が子供の頃死んじゃった。ま、十分長生きしたから天寿は全うしたんだし。
Yeah, he died when I was
別に
young.
悲しんだりはしてないけど。
Well, he lived a long time, so I'm not sad or anything. That's a very weird feeling. I mean, to be fair, yeah, you knew he was going to the Grail War, and that's a risky thing. You know, the thing you're doing right now at a much younger age, because there wasn't nearly as long of a time skip this time. For some reason. Did they explain the reason? I don't know if they went over the reason. I don't know. But... Dash. Tosaka smiles as if saying that's how a child with a magus father should be. Awkward! But that's weird. Well, I mean, Shiro, to be fair, Shiro didn't cry when... Well, Shiro was like, didn't feel anything when his first set of parents died. And then when Kiritsugu died, Shiro was just like, well, I will take over after your thingy. These are all school kids deliberately? It's complicated. It's like, there are mage families, and each mage family gets like a new generation, and they all want the Grail War, And so, like, there's generally a Grail War, like, every 30, 50, 40, something multiple decades amount of years. And so each generation, the Grail Masters have their kids, and then, like, 30 years later, their kids grow up and then participate in the next Grail War. The problem is, this time it was only, like, 10 years. So, like, they're all kids this time, which is kind of awkward. Anyways, though... Kiritsugu did make sure tears for... Okay, that's true. That's right. He didn't feel anything initially, but then the tears came without him thinking about it. I forgot about that part. Yeah. That's true. But that's...
それは嘘だ。人が死んだら悲しいだろ。それが肉親ならなおさらだ。魔術師だから仕方がない。なんて言葉でごまかせるものじゃない。
I wonder how this is going to make Rin feel. Probably no one's ever talked to her quite like this about her parents' death. Probably not Kirei, because Kirei was also about, we're going to be straight on the narrow, we're doing this thing right. That is, I mean, Shiro hasn't had exactly the most normal childhood either, but I'd argue, I wouldn't say Rin's is weirder. I'd say Shiro's is weirder, but Rin's is more, it's more bad and stuff, and it's not good. It's no good, very bad day. That's a lie. When people die, you're sad. All the more so if the person is a relative. It's not something you can gloss over by saying he was a magus, so it couldn't be helped. I have... Alright, great. Hello there. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see here. Ban. Is he banned? Is he gone? Cool. Alright, cool. So that's done. Anyways, I guess I got, yeah, I was about to do it, but you got to him first. Anyways, when people die, you're sad, all the more so. Anyways, as I was saying about this whole thing, he was a magus, so it couldn't be helped. My thoughts on the whole something. What was I saying? Oh gosh, I was distracted. Right. I'm honestly, I can kind of theoretically relate to what Rin's saying, even though I think she is lying. She was definitely sad, but I can actually sort of relate. Like when someone's like if a relative of mine, like my grandparents or something at this point, when they're like 80 or something, if they kick the bucket, it doesn't really make me too sad because of that whole, well, I mean, they were already like 80. That's a pretty good life, which some people may sound cold, but like, I mean, it's either now or maybe in a year. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if they die when they're like 50, I get freaking sad. I probably, in theory, but like, if they're that old, it doesn't really faze me that much when relatives that are super old kick the bucket, because I mean, that's the idea. You die when you're super old. When you die when you're young, that's when, I think there's merit to the sadness, but I've just never really, I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you if you get sad when an old relative dies, but it's never really fazed me. Anyways, yeah, Rin was a young kid who just lost a very close father, and her father was only like, 40? So I wouldn't say he'd lived a full life yet. Certainly fuller than Rin's, though, but not a full life. So I think there's merit to getting sad. And also she lost her mother around the same time, so it was a double whammy. And her mother did not participate in the Grail War, so that, you could say it's a triple whammy. Like, she was maybe prepared for the father, but not for the mother. Yeah, people... I mean, he lived a long time. Compared to Rin, I can sort of see what she's saying. She's still a teenager. She's like 16 or whatever. Her dad was like 40 or something. I don't know. Compared to Rin, that's like over twice her lifetime. I can sort of see that perspective. Anyways, he was a magus, so it couldn't be helped. Well, yeah.
レミヤ君の意見は反論できないぐらい正しいわ。
You're completely right, so I can't argue. Oh, well, there you go. She actually gives in. Saying that, Tosaka opens the can she's been using as a heat source. Well, she just gives in. That's pretty rare. Huh, I wonder if that says something about our relationship and her closeness to me. She takes small sips of the coffee. From what I know of her, I thought she would gulp it down, but she's really feminine when it comes to things like this. Yes, you must pay all of the attention to all of her femininity.
話を戻すけど、
Let's get back to the topic.
ともかく冬木の町に魔術師は2人しかいないの。
Anyway, there are only two Magi and Fuyuki, okay? And who's the second one? Are you gonna finally tell me the second one? You're right! People are sad when their dads die. That's crazy. Well, I'm convinced.
他のマスターは外からやってきた連中か。魔術をかじった程度でマスターに選ばれたっていう変わり種でしょうね。
Other masters must have come from elsewhere, or been a weirdo that got selected because they know a bit of magic, or been a weirdo like Shiro. A weirdo like Shiro! Ho ho! I see. According to Tosaka, I'm weird too. Well, I mean, yeah.
それは分かった。けどさ、半端に魔術をかじっただけのマスターなら、この結界は張れないんじゃないのか。
I understand, but if it's a master who barely knows magic, wouldn't it be impossible for him to create such a boundary field? I mean, unless they have a servant who's like caster or something. I think that's the only way a newbie would have a boundary field like this, if their servant is caster or assassin with their freaking QQ lane kill the caster studied magic story.
マスターが張ったんじゃなくてサーバントが張ったのかもね。
Maybe the master didn't create it, but the servant did. Yeah, normal people get sad. I'm not normal. I mean, yeah. I mean, Rin, without realizing it, admitted it. There we go. I mean, she does say that she thinks magic is boring. She said at the beginning of the game, when we were in her head, she thinks the magic life kind of sucks. Like, she was maybe she thinks the Grail War is exciting, but she thought the magic life sucked, and she wanted to, like, you know, talk with people that weren't magic, but she couldn't because she didn't want to kill muggles, and if muggles find out you're magic, you have to kill them, so she just kept her distance, but also had to be perfect for the Tosaka name. It's all kinds of fucked up. But anyways, maybe the master didn't create it, but the servant did.
サーバントは自分のマスターを選べないもの。シローみたいなマスターに当たってしまった場合、サーバント自身がいろいろ策を練るしか勝機はないでしょ。
Servants can't choose their master. Debatable. If a servant ends up with a master like you, they'll only be able to win if they do a lot of planning. Yeah, I suppose there's sense to that.
だろうな。気に障るけど反論しようがないんで
Oops.
まずいとくよ。
That's gonna be a problem. As we've been over, Shiro is the dumb. As annoying as it is, I can't argue with that. A lot of planning and Shiro I don't think mix very well. And honestly, I think a lot of planning and Rin don't mix very well either. Rin's very much an on-the-fly kind of person. Shiro's just doesn't do either very well. He thinks with his heart, which he needs to start thinking more with the brain. As annoying as it is, I can't argue with that.
はい、素直で結構。
And I mean, Saber's okay, but I don't think she's a master thinker or anything. Good, you're honest.
で、結界の話に戻すけど、この結界はすごく高度よ。
So getting back to the boundary field, this boundary field is really advanced. Okay.
ほとんど魔法の領域だし、こんなの張れる魔術師だったら、まず自分の魔力を隠しきれない。だから間違いなく、この結界はサーバントの仕業だと思う。
The level of sorcery. If a magus can create such a boundary field, it should be impossible for them to hide their magical energy. Okay, so I believe this must be the actions of a servant. Right. I sort of thought that too, kinda, which is why I kinda thought caster. So I think we're roughly on the same wavelength-ish. Of course, this is also you underestimating to an extent the idea that there could be another master that's just better than you but also can hide. But you probably have reason to believe the things that are coming out of your mouth, so I won't doubt you on face value.
サーバントの仕業か。なら、マスター自身はそう物騒なやつじゃないのかな。
Actions of a servant, huh? Then is the master not that dangerous? Sure has shown he's very good at improv. What are you talking about? That idiot stupidly chose to got in the way of Berserker's axe and got basically dead without Saber's help. I mean, let's ignore the fact that I'm the one who chose that for him. However, it doesn't matter. In universe, Shiro made that decision. Therefore, that's evidence that Shiro is the stupid. Because I made him do the stupid thing. No, though. I didn't think he would do it so stupidly. To be fair, he didn't think he would do it that stupidly either. But hey, that's his fault, not me. Is the master not that dangerous?
まさか魔術師にしろ一般人にしろそいつはルールが分かってないやつよ。
Of course not.
マスターを見つければまずまっすぐに殺しに来るタイプの人間ね。
Magus or not, he doesn't know the rules. He's the type that will come and kill a master he finds right away. You may have forgotten this little thing he called humans are like fleshy and squishy and like a gunshot to the head or a stab wound. I mean, they say don't bring knives and guns to a magic fight, but like if you don't have the magic, there's suitable alternatives. And against a weak-ass mage like Shiro, they'd probably do pretty good. So Shiro, be careful and stuff.
ルールがわからないって聖杯戦争のルールをか。
Not know the rules? You mean the rules of the Holy Grail War?
違う。人間としてのルール。こんな結界を作らせる時点でそいつは自分ってものが分かってない。
The rules of humanity. Don't you know life's a game play to win? Define win, though. That's really the goal in life. Define win, and then go for that. The rules of humanity. The moment they make their servant create a boundary field like this, they've lost track of who they are. I mean, unless that's always who they felt they were. There are some cold people out there. Doesn't mean they don't know who they are. They may know very well who they are. I think you're actually someone who's not very clued into who you are, or has a hard time processing yourself and what you want to do with yourself, Mrs. No Wish.
いいシロ。この結界はね、発動したら最後、結界内の人間を一人残らず溶解して吸収する代物よ。
Look, Shiro, once this boundary field is finished and activated, it will melt every human in it and absorb them. That's a bad. That's a bad. How we stop? How we stop? We stop, please? How we stop?
私たちは生き物の胃の中にいるようなものなの。
It's like we're in the stomach of something alive. Do you know what the timeline is? Do you know how long until everybody dies? Because, like, that's a bad. We should... It's like, it's Shiro's duty, if anything, as a superhero, not even just talking about, you know, being a humane thing, to frickin' that's a bad, and not that's a no-do. Let's not have that be a thing. So, like, we could cause a huge accident and make it so school's closed for a while. That's one option. That's kind of brazen, though. But, like, maybe. And also, if we get caught, we could, like, we could get caught by the magic people and get suspected and found out, I should say. Not suspected, but found out. Or suspected and or found out. But also, if we do a bad accident thingy, we could just get caught by, like, the police and arrested or something, and that's a bad. So, Shio said he had no other option in that situation, though. He was either being stupid or didn't care if he died. Well, I mean, he could have ran with Tosaka, like a coward, exactly, and then left Tosaka to die. That was my other plan, that he wouldn't have followed that one either, but that was the other thought at the time. What he should have done was ran much sooner. I'm sorry, he should have ran much sooner. Like, when Saber was fighting off Berserker, he waited till Saber was essentially already lost before he even made the choice to run. I get it, he's being traumatized, but grow a pair of balls, Shiro! Run sooner! Anyways.
魔力で自分自身を守っている私たちには効果はないだろうけど、魔力を持たない人間ならわけもわからないうちに衰弱死しかねない。
Grow a pair of balls so you can run sooner. It's funny because get the courage to be a coward. That's fun. It made sense when I said it out loud, but I wasn't thinking about the connotation of the words when put together in a funny sense. Anyways, it shouldn't have effect on people like us who protect ourselves with the magical energy. Since when does Shiro do that? But those without magical energy will weaken and die without knowing why.
一般人を巻き込むどころの話じゃないわ。
It's not just a matter of dragging ordinary people into this mess.
この結界が起動したら学校中の人間は皆殺しにされるのよ。わかる？こういうふざけた結界を準備させるやつがこの学校にいるマスターなの。
Do you understand? A master at this school is absurd enough to prepare something like this. Once the boundary field is activated, everyone dies. Shine. Dash. My vision blurs for a bit. Trying to comprehend what Tosaka is saying, I take a deep breath. Oh my god, what do we do, Tosaka? I don't want to die. I don't want Sakura to die. I don't want my waifus to die. I don't want Ayako to die. I don't want Fujimura to die. I mean, I didn't say that. Teachers can't be waifus. That's it. Even though my understanding is incomplete, I imagine the worst possibility and engrave that image inside me, accepting the situation I am in.
話は分かった。
I get it. Wakata.
それでトーサカ、その結界とやらは壊せないのか？
So Tosaka, can you pretty please destroy this boundary field, pretty please? I mean, Shiro wouldn't really be abandoning Saber. He'd be living by running away. And then Saber could always get away later. It's much easier for Shiro to run away. This is my thinking on the matter. It's much easier for Shiro to run away, and probably, hopefully with Rin, get away, leave Saber to fend off Berserker, and then once they're far enough away, Saber can run away too. If we have to, we can use a command spell to teleport her away. To me, that makes the most sense. We lucked the fuck out that we died, but then we didn't die because Saber regenerated us, and Iliasfeel got all sad because she didn't do a fun kill. We lucked the fuck out. Anyways, so Tosaka, can you destroy this boundary field?
試したけど無理だった。結界の起点は全部探したんだけど、それを消去できないのよ。
I locked the fun out, yeah?
私にできるのは、一時的に起点を弱めて、結界の発動を先延ばしにするだけよ。
I love locking the fun out. Also, abandon Saber who you just made a pact with? Who the hell is Saber to him? He doesn't know Saber yet. Okay, I'm talking in past tense. I'm going back to the idea of does Shiro save Saber or does Shiro run away? Shiro doesn't know Saber. He doesn't know her at all. Even if she does die, whatever. He doesn't even want to be part of this Grail war. But anyways, I mean, I know why I chose to stick with Saber. It's because at that point, she was already so... If we're talking about when she's already so forked, then yes, I think sticking with her is the right plan. Because I think trying to run away is pointless because Saber's already too hurt to stop Berserker from chasing us down. But I think before that point, running was smarter. And even in that situation, I thought both situations, it was terrible, regardless of what we did. So I just went with the one that seemed more like we could use Shonen powers activate, and they kind of sort of did, but not in the way that I imagined. I imagined that my head thought process was Shiro would run up, and then Shiro would touch Saber and be like, I believe in you, Saber! And then Saber would be like, Heart of the Cards activate! And then she would go Super Saiyan, which is weird because she already has blonde hair, and then she'd kick Berserker's ass long enough for them to get away. That was my vague idea. Anyways. I tried, but it was useless. Mudada, I found it all the source of the boundary field, but I can't destroy it. All I can do is weaken the source temporarily and delay the activation.
じゃあ、トーサカがいる限り結界は張られない?
So the boundary field won't be activated as long as you're here?
そう願いたいけど、それも都合のいい願いでしょうね。もう結界は張られていて、発動のための魔力は少しずつ溜まってきている。
We have a timeline.
アーチャーの見立てだと、あと8日程度で準備が整うとか。
That'd be nice, but that's only optimism. The boundary field is already set up and the magical energy for activation is gathering bit by bit. According to Archer, it should be ready in about 8 days. 8 days? Oh shit. And we're on like what, day 5? 8 days from now. God, okay. Only 100 hours to go. Oh my gosh, how fast are those 8 days gonna go by? Jeez.
そうなったらマスターかサーバントかどちらかがその気になればこの学校は地獄になる
When that happens, this school will fall into hell as soon as the master or the servants put their minds to it. Fall into hell. Master or the servant. Either one, you mean they don't have to turn the key? They don't have to both turn the key? It's not like a both turn the key to launch the nuke? Either one of them can turn the key? So we can't just save one of them with our penis? And then, like, be okay with the other one not being able to turn the key? They can turn the key on their own? Damn it, we have to save both of them with our penis? That's gonna be tough.
じゃあ、それまでに。
Then before that happens...
この学校に潜んでいるマスターを倒すしかない
We need a Shiro! So we gotta do something ballsy, right? Like, we have to defeat the master looking at the school. This is bad timing with the whole Berserker thing as well. No wonder Rin wanted to team up. She should have just wanted to team up anyways just because it's better, but no, she wanted to do everything on her own. She's fucking Tosa. We gotta lure him or her out, clearly. Whoever set up this boundary field. Like, we can't just be passive, or it's just gonna activate. Like, I think the best plan... Okay, there's two thoughts. There's fucking destroy the school. Gets closed down. Yeah. That's roughly was my initial thought. Yeah, that's what I said earlier. Destroy the school so that nobody dies. The other thought is, like, we should, I don't know, try to catch the master in some kind of trap. I don't know enough about magic. Maybe Rin would. I don't know enough about this universe's magic to know what a good magic trap would be. Maybe Rin has better ideas. At the moment, my best thought is fuck the school up so it never triggers in the first place, but... Can you not physically destroy... Because, like, okay, here's the thing. The thing that the magical energy is carved into, it's a physical service, right? Can you physically break the physical service? Like, and then it's destroyed? Or does the magical remnant stay behind even if you destroy it at that point? I'm not sure. I don't understand the circles enough, I don't think. But, like, if you physically destroy the matter which the circle rests upon, maybe it's protected from destruction. Maybe the circle itself protects it from destruction. You have to keep in mind that you're not Shiro. Don't lie! Yes, I'm Shiro! I am the main character! Pretty clear that Shiro is a POV character who you're watching instead of a stand-in. No! They make me choose the choices! Therefore, Shiro's hero name is Renegade 67 and or 68. Therefore, he's the renegade hero of his dreams. I am the Shiro. I'm just way smarter. There's an alternate reality where all of Shiro's decisions are smarter. That's me. However, it only exists because of this game. Or something. Gosh. You say I'm not Shiro, but I get to choose Shiro's stupid decisions. Therefore, I am the Shiro. There's a little bit of Shiro in all of us. Everybody needs a little bit of Shiro. We need a Shiro. Going out at the edge of a reference. We have to defeat the master looking at the school.
けど探すのは難しいでしょうね。この結界を張られた時点でそいつの勝ちみたいなものだもの。あとは黙ってても結界は発動するんだから。
Finding the
その時
master
まで表には出てこない。
will be difficult.
だからチャンスがあるとしたら。
The guy pretty much won as soon as he set up the boundary field. Ban that song? What, we need a Shiro? Don't you dare! Shrek 2! Get Shrek'd, my man! Get Shiro'd! Finding the master will be difficult. The guy pretty much won as soon as he set up the boundary field. The boundary field will be activated even if he does nothing, so he won't appear until then. So if there's a chance... The guy pretty much won as soon as he set up the boundary field. You're also still calling him a guy. Do you have a reason to think it's a guy? You're just using it as a general neutral term? Probably. I mean, I tend to do that too. Which is... it's inherently sexist, but I mean, whatever. The boundary field will be activated even if he does nothing. So he won't appear until then. It will be activated on a timeline even if he does nothing, which means he doesn't even have to activate it? So are you saying he can activate it before the timeline? I'm a little uncertain.
表に出てくるその時だけってことか。
What do you mean non-Shiro choices are what got me killed? Oh, you mean backing out, like being a pussy? No, look, Mr., Mrs., Ma'am, Mr. I think backing out is a perfectly logical choice. Yes, Shiro really wanted to know the truth about the fire, but knowing the truth about the fire doesn't necessarily mean participating in the Grail War. He can always say, hey, Rin, if you find out, tell me or something. I feel like all choices are Shiro choices. If they were not Shiro choices, they would not be choices. Therefore, every choice is potentially a choice Shiro may think, and therefore it's a choice I may think, because I am Shiro. We're all Shiro. Everyone is Shiro. That's right, everyone is as stupid as Shiro, but we're also as smart as Shiro. Uh-oh. Very bad situation for the party. Both servants are in bad positions, that's correct. Saber also is constantly draining mana. There's freaking Elia running around, and there's the blood circle. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, but that's okay, because we can save everybody with our penises. Yours too. You gotta put in effort. Don't slack just because you're a female. That's an excuse. I believe in you. It'll only be when he emerges.
ごめんと。まあそういうわけだから今はおとなしくしてなさい。その時になったら嫌でも戦うことになるんだし。
Exactly. So you should stay quiet for now.
敵に知られるのもバカらしいでしょ。
You'll have to fight when the time comes, so it's just stupid for you to go out searching and have the enemy find you before that. I mean, anything you do is stupid, right? I'm of two minds of that whole thing. So I think wait, they have to activate it though. Do they have to? Can they activate it from afar? Because if they can, this is all pointless. Are you saying they have to get up close to it to activate it? Because if that's true, if that's true, then you have a point. Then I would agree with the things coming out of your mouth, that maybe there's a reason to wait. But that's very sketchy, because, like, how hard is the activation? Do they have to do a little song and dance? What's the casting time, a minute? Or is it one action? Because if it just takes them 6 seconds, then it's going to be kind of hard to stop them from fucking everything up. You haven't seen the Fate Stay Night anime? No, because that would mean this was not blinds, if I understand correctly about how that works. So that is, the correct is the no that I have not. Anyways, though, you'll have to fight when the time comes, so it's just stupid for you to go out searching. Don't be stupid! Renegade calls you stupid enough, I don't have to call you stupid too. The first bell echoes through the cold rooftop. Lunch break is over. So yeah, that's the question. How hard is it to activate these circles? Because if it's like a 6-second action, we're not going to have much of an opportunity to stop them. But if it's like a whole minute, that's a problem. I mean, no, that's a problem for them, and that's an opportunity for us. If it's an action, that's what's the problem. If it's radio, if they can do it from afar, that's a bad. But anyways, the first bell goes through the cold rooftop. Lunch break is over.
話はそれだけ。私は寄るところがあるから家には一人で帰って。寄り道は控えなさいよ。
That's it. I have to go somewhere. So go home by yourself. Try not to go anywhere on your way home. Go home by myself? Go home by myself? But, like, I thought we were going to walk home together. And it'd be sexy because we'd hold hands. And I mean, going home by my fucking self. Oh, no. Oh, no. I can just tell. Last time I went home by myself, Berserker attacked me and killed me brutally in that alternate ending. Because that was it. Because I went home with Rin and Saber when I chose to participate in the Grail War. But when I said, nah, I went home alone and I got killed. How much you want to bet something similar is about to happen where I don't know if I'll get killed. I feel like I haven't made such a wrong choice. I don't know. Maybe I should have chose Saber. Should have chosen Sakura, when I made this choice. I don't think so. I don't think we're on the path to death. But I feel like we're going to be on our way home. And Shinji, because he's butthurt and is a master, if theory, is going to send their servant. Rin is the bodyguard, Panana. Rin is the bodyguard. That was her agreement. That was the reason Saber didn't come to school. So if I go home on my own without the bodyguard, and like Shinji's gonna, maybe this is what Shinji is waiting for. If he's a master and knows all of the things, he's waiting for me to go home, and then he's gonna sick his servant on me, and I'm gonna be alone, and I'm gonna be forked. But anyways, so yeah, I think, I don't know, Shiro's gonna need a Shiro. Shiro's gonna need a Shiro! Probably, I would assume Saber, but, like, possibly Archer if Archer's recovered. Maybe, Rin, maybe they all show up at once and bank their heads and it's like a sitcom moment. Command spells are such a fucking waste! Don't waste the command spell on getting a bodyguard. Just have the bodyguard there. I mean, if you have to, yes, but I don't know what you're doing, Rin. I want to stay with you until I go home. I don't know why we have to go home separately. No, thank you. Wherever you're going, I'm going there too. You farker? I'll fark you. Tosaka leaves, saying, see ya. No, follow her. She's your fucking bodyguard. You are going home with her. Until you must be in the same room as her or Saber at all times. Same house at least. Same building at least. Never split the party. Gosh. They don't balance the Dungeon Master can't be expected to rebalance on the fly. Clearly, these encounters were meant for a team of 4. Shit, and we already have Archer and frickin' Saber not here, so we're already split. There's no way I'm feeling good. Daijoubu nai. There's no way I can have a calm mind after finding out that the Talk of Masters only attacking other masters can't even give me peace of mind. Boundary field at school. This is bad. This is fine. Hashtag meme. This is fine. Makes sense to assign Archer as a bodyguard since he can teleport. I mean, I'm pretty sure he can still, like, he can become invisible, but he's talked to Rin. I don't think he can teleport. Like, with a boundary field, you'd be able to. No, that's right. Not a boundary field. Command spell. That's the word I meant to say, not boundary field. I don't think he can teleport. That's right, because Rin had to waste a command spell to get Archer to teleport away when Saber was about to chop his head off. So no, I don't believe he can teleport. But anyways, he can be invisible, but there's a difference. Saber cannot be invisible, to my understanding, because Shiro's magic is poopy. But Archer can be invisible. But just because you're invisible does not mean you're a teleporter. Anyways, is he planning to drag innocent people into this? Assuming it's a he. Gosh, with all these he assumptions, part of me thinks it's a she. But would they really do another she? Another wife I can save with my penis, yes! That's not the work of a master at all, but a mass murderer! I mean, there's still a master. I have to find him before the boundary field is activated. Find him and defeat him completely. Deck him right in his schnoz and kick him in his dick. And what if it's a Grail? Let me guess, you haven't even contemplated the idea that a girl could be that mean. You probably don't even think of Elia as that bad, right? I mean, you think, oh, she's just an innocent girl. She's probably confused. And I think I would agree. She's not confused. She knows exactly what she wants. She's just been fucked up by her history, and I do think I can save her with my penis. However, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so what he's saying is he's going to do it before he... Okay, yeah, exactly. What you guys are saying in chat, he wants to try something before the boundary field goes off and ignore what Rin said. Of course, because Shiro is the best main character who makes all of the correct decisions, and the only reason the villains win is because they outsmart him, not because he outsmarts himself. Playing yourself, Shiro.
喜べエミヤシロ君の願いは
Rejoice, Emiya Shiro, your wish. You found your supervillain. He finally found his supervillain. His villain could never be a girl. That's why he's using the pronoun he, right? He couldn't think of his villain as a girl. Girls are damsels in distress, not villains. Villains are boys. That's his sexism for you. And so that's probably why he's using he. Then again, I think Rin used he, but it's just a generalization. But even if it wasn't a generalization, I think he's still using he, at least in some regard, because he wants it to be a he, because he wants to deck them in the schnoz, not save them. And if they're a girl, he has to save them, because that's how Shiro works. I mean, okay, so yeah, Rin's not perfect, but she does know a lot more than Shiro about this stuff. So yeah. I shake my head and deny the words I remember. I can't wish for something like that. Wish for a villain. Oh, villain behind glasses. There we go. That's his wish. Shiro, just wish for villain behind glasses. Then you can deck him in the schnoz. Ooh, sorry in advance, villain behind glasses. I wish for a villain to defeat. That's not my wish. Yes, it is. But it's fine because you get it fulfilled without even wishing. So think of something else. You get 2 wishes. You're lucky. 2 wishes for the price of 1 Grail War. Most people don't get that lucky. The end of the school homeroom ends and students start to disappear from the classroom. I would normally go to the student council room, but since, Issei was like, oh, and Tosaka told me to go straight home, and Issei was all like, no, Rin, that would probably be awkward as well, because he's part of the student council, so I should do so. So at least for today, he's not making any reckless actions, but like, Shiro, you're not smart enough to realize that, no, Tosaka, I don't know what you're fucking doing, Tosaka, but like, you're the bodyguard, that was the agreement. I would freaking not be okay with this arrangement. Oh, is it all fine? I went home, the gate is still locked. It's all fine? I went home, nothing happened? Freaking lucky piece of fucking... I hate luck. I hate luck. Legitimately, I hate luck in narratives like this. Like, when they make a stupid choice and nothing bad happens. I hate luck. You're supposed to have a bodyguard the whole time. That was the agreement. You didn't follow the agreement, and nothing bad happened. So you have to keep going home on your own without Rin in multiple future days so something bad can happen. You must be punished for your consequences. No, you must be consequenced for your actions. You stop? The gate is still locked.
そうか。こんなに早く帰ってきたのなんて久しぶりだ。
Oh yeah, it's been a while since I came home this early. I usually help someone out or go to work. I read that for a second. I said, I usually go out. I usually help someone go out. I usually help someone out or go to work. So it's rare for me to come straight home. Makes sense no one attacked him. The only hostile master who knows Shiro's a master is Eli. That's what you think! First of all, sounds like the kind of coward whose servant would kill him. No, because I would be strong enough that my servant would be invisible, because I'm like amazeballs. I mean, okay, that's a little rude, Ray, that's a little rude. I mean, I don't know, you see, here's the thing, that's the thing, I have theories that people are secretly super smart and on to everybody, and I still think it's super suspicious that when Rin was walking to school this is the first time she's walked to school with someone, and so I am still thinking that if there was a person at the school who was paying attention, would look at that and be like, that's suspicious. And if they knew Rin was a toe sucker, if they knew that she was a toe sucker, they could put two and two together, possibly, and realize that means something. So like, you know, freaking, it's not that simple, Wise. I think people could attack him. I think people he doesn't know about. You're supposed to be careful. Also, you don't know that Eliasfield doesn't know that you're alive. Eliasfield's strong as balls. And it seems like she's constantly doing research about this stuff, because she already knew, she knew a lot. And she even freaking, theoretically, this is still my theory, I gotta remind myself that this isn't like a fact or anything. It just seems like it makes no sense. She set up the circle that I used to summon Saber with, in theory, therefore she's been in my house, in theory. Oh, hello! Big username you have to say. Big username you have to say. Oh. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Hey. Okay, where's the band? But I'm just kidding. Thank you. So anyways, it's been a while since I came home this early. I usually help someone out or go to work, so it's rare for me to come straight home. Well, was I saying? Oh, right, yeah. I was just saying that, nope. We don't got that. If you want to know the uptime, calculate it. I always start at 8 a.m. That's your fucking uptime. But Ilya knew, if Ilya knew she was alive, do you think she wouldn't go for him, or at least be like, I know you're alive, Oni-chan, prepare yourself? She might be preparing. Like, I mean, Wise Fool may be preparing. Okay, Wise Fool may be preparing to kill me. No, Eliasfield may now, okay, look, you see, what you're saying is like, no, but like, the words that are coming out of my mouth, look, the stream is almost over and my thinking is bad now, so I gotta think gooder. I have a response, hold on. I gotta read your comment again and have my rebuttal. Okay, here's the reason. The reason why I think that she might know and not attack is that A, she wants to get Shiro alone. She wants a twosome with Shiro. She wants a twosome with Canada. Okay, Canada. Oh, you made a comment about Canada. Okay, what am I saying? My words are getting bad. Right, so Eliasfield. Eliasfield wants to make her time with Shiro special. She wants to kill Shiro and she wants it to be special. Maybe she wants to do it alone without Rin, and if she found out Shiro was alive, she may have complicated emotions. Maybe secretly she doesn't hate me. Maybe secretly she doesn't want to kill me. Maybe she thought she wanted to kill me, but then when she actually saw me die, theoretically, she was like, oh my god, I don't want him dead. Therefore, she may still feel conflicted feelings, and so maybe undecided if she wants to kill me again, which is why maybe she hasn't come after me if she knows I'm alive. Also, second possibility is that she was waiting for a moment for me to be alone because she wanted it to be special to be just me and not Rin. In which case, that would have been that moment. She did nothing. Therefore, Igiari Wise Fool, I have stated my case, and I think my case is very much case. Okay. Rin's father was a coward. His servant hated him. Oh, hold on. Okay, wait, what's going on? Yeah, even if he hasn't watched Zero, don't assume. Okay. That is a little sketchy when I say something about Zero because, you know, people will forget I said something and then they'll be, is it okay to say that? So, yeah, I mean, you don't really have to, it's fine. The message is fine because, I've more or less brought that up before, so it's fine. It's fine, I think. Whatever. I know I'm the one who's complicated this myself by being like, you can talk about things once I have talked about them. Because this is a long-ass fucking visual novel, and you may forget what I talked about. Anyways, it's been a while since I came once early. I usually come home, someone out of the gate, so it's rare. The point is, I want Shiro to be punished for being stupid. I don't care who punishes him. Someone go and punish him. Because it doesn't matter. I will think about the reason for why someone knew later. It doesn't matter. Gosh. Someone just has to punish Shiro, so I feel good about myself for being like, hey Shiro, you're stupid. Anyways, usually the gate would be open and Sakura would be preparing dinner inside when I get home, but she's not. Because, why isn't she here? Because she feels awkward about Rin? Or is it because it's about Rin and she feels awkward, or is it because it's about Shinji? And Shinji's been doing some funny things and not letting Sakura come home. Oh no. Oh no. I would think Sakura would want to come home today. Like she would want to stake her territory. Like more than ever she'd want to come today and stake her territory. Oh no. Oh no, Sakura. Oh no. Oh no. Maybe I've grown so accustomed to it after a year that I forgot how important it was. Oh no. I mean, look, if you just want to not... Maybe you should just not talk about it unless I have brought it up just now, or you can maybe talk about it in the YouTube comments. It is complicated. I guess we could just not talk about Zero unless I talk about it, and as I am talking about it, you can talk about what I just talked about if that makes things easier for you. And it probably will make things easier for people. Anyways, I've grown so accustomed to it after a year that I've forgotten how important it was. I realize how grateful I am for Sakura just by the simple action of opening a locked gate. Unlocking a door when you get home is hard. Like, you don't want to waste time unlocking. You just want to go down and lie in your bed or in your shed for you probably and be like, ah, and then get up and be like, okay, now what do I do for the rest of the day?
Tadaima.
Tadaima! I'm home. But the only person here is Saber, which is unusual. Well, usually it'll be Sakura and maybe Fujimura? Is Fujimura here? Maybe she's busy too. Is Saber here? What if she was killed in her sleep? No, you would know that, your command seals. Have you been paying attention to your command seals? Your bandages, would you know? You would probably feel a spiritual thing, yeah. I call out and step into the hallway. As I try to enter the living room, the blonde-haired girl appears. Oh yeah, casually, the blonde-haired girl. She has a name, you know. I mean, I know you don't know what it is, but Saber is shorter than blonde-haired girl. You're back, Master. Okay, now we have the sexy time. We didn't have it with Rin. No, we have to have it with Jeez. Dash. No, that was pretty sexy time. There was some definite foreplay in that conversation with Rin just now. We may be on the Rin route. We may be ready to save Rin's penis with our vagina. It may be happening. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how many choices till we lock ourselves. I mean, I'm assuming we can lock ourselves into a waifu route. I just don't know how strict it is, and then there's also the possibility I think I'll lock them into a route and then they'll die because it's the Grail War. So it's multi-layered. It's got layers. For a moment, all sense of reality crumbles on me. Like a reality marble? References. Shiro, did you not just return home? I mean, yeah. She calls my name in a quiet voice. Okay, how long have you been awake for? That finally returns my sense of reality. Huh?
セイバーだよな。悪い。いきなりなんで驚いた。
She does look a little like Fujimura, so maybe you made a mistake? It's Saber, right? Sorry, it was so sudden I was surprised. Is your memory that fucking bad? At first I was joking about how stupid he is to forget things, but I think it's a thing. I think it's a thing. Like, this is some really bad memory. I think a combination of the Berserker thing and healing up and what were the other reasons that he's stupid? I forget, but maybe like legitimately has done a number on his memory. In recent times, like the Berserker like nearly killing him, and like maybe he had to trade intelligence to recover his physical form. Because, like, he is forgetting everything. Oh, yeah, Taiga abusing him was number 2. And then the third thought I had was that Shinji put a spell on him to make him stupid. Yeah, that's right. In the idea where Shinji's a master, I think. I think that was my third idea. Anyways. Sorry, it was so sudden I was surprised. Just for an instant, I mistook her for a normal girl. I mean, you do that all the time. That's nothing new. You do that all the time. I was on standby here as Master ordered, but was I wrong? Decapitated in a previous route. Yes, he's remembering the timelines. His reading, Steiner.
ああ、いや、こっちの勘違いだから気にしないでくれ。
No, I was misunderstanding, so don't worry about it.
それより体の方はいいのか、セイバー。頻繁に眠るって言ってたけど、今はその。
Anyway, how are you feeling? You said you'd be sleeping frequently, so you getting your beauty sleep? Oh, right, I have one voice on and not the other. There's no problem with staying awake. I can turn the voices off now. The hanky-panky is over. I consider it was decently hanky-panky. It was foreplay hanky-panky. Hanky for hanky. Hanky for hanky? Yes, please. There's no problem with staying awake. Oh, yes there is. Are you saying this because you think someone's following me? Is someone following me? Magic. Because doesn't that mean you lose magic when you stay awake? Am I confused? No, it is better to sleep except at times of battle, but that would cause my senses to dull. Okay, so it's a give and take situation. I understand. I should move around periodically or my body will be slow when I will need it the most. I see, you're right now that you mention it. Humans get headaches from sleeping too much. Yeah, I know. And it's not like you're sleeping because you're sleepy. Well, I mean, when you sleep, when you're not sleepy, it's weird. But then, like, sometimes you sleep because you are sleepy. And sleeping too much sometimes makes you want to sleep more because of sleep cycles. Anyways. Yes, there's no fatigue to require sleep. But Shiro, do you get a headache when you sleep too much? I don't know if I get a headache when I sleep too much. I just get pissed off and I'm like, oh, I'm wasting daytime. I'm only supposed to sleep 8 hours max, maybe 9. More than that is unacceptable. And I get all angry and stuff. And so I don't really get a headache. I just get annoyed. Of course, usually you get sick if you sleep for half a day. In my case, I'll wake up from the headache, so I won't be able to sleep for half a day. Oh, well, you do things like sleep in the shed, which I do not do, so I cannot relate. Maybe that's what's forking with you somewhat. That was a strange story. It does not happen to me. I can sleep as much as I want, now and in the past. Uh-huh. Interesting. Maybe it's some fucked up thing with Shiro, then. Is it special? I was wondering about that, because I did think, I don't tend to get headaches when I sleep too much. It's not what happens. You think Shiro just hasn't adjusted to the situation yet? It's taking him a little long. I think he's just being a stupid. You only talk about the Grail War as if it's the most important thing. No, that's the problem. It's not. Shiro is treating it as an afterthought, and that's the problem. Shiro should be putting the Grail War in the forefront, and he's treating it as an afterthought, and that's the problem. Ah! Anyways, now and in the past. I think that's wrong for a living thing. I think that's wrong for a living thing, Saber. It's a waste to sleep all day. It's more fun to wake up and play when you're not sleeping. Yeah, play. Play visual novels. Yeah. Brain damage, that's why he has headaches and sleeping too much. Nice, nice. You're right. Less time is wasted that way. Time sleeping is time wasted. Love that tweet. I think I favorited it a while back. I forget who even made it, but it's like time in the day, work, sleep, eat, do chores. There's no room for video games. And then he eyes the sleep category. Or is there? And starts to pull the sleep out. Anyways, I found it funny. Right, you're like that now because of me, but go back to your normal psycho when your bond with me ends. I don't like sleep. I sleep too much. 8 hours a day. When I get 7 hours a day, that's like the minimum. If I get less, my body's like, nope, unacceptable. Go back to sleep. Not always. I think very rarely I can go to sleep for like 4 hours, but usually that's only after I slept for like 12 hours the day before, which I don't enjoy doing, but very rarely it happens. And those are usually the days that I end up sleeping for 4 hours the following day. But anyways, Shiro even said he doesn't care about the Grail. That's not my problem. It's Shiro's problem for not caring about the Grail. He's the one involved in the Grail. He's the one who will get killed if he doesn't freaking frick. He's the one who's gonna die. It's not my problem. I'm not actually in the Grail. Shiro's the one who's gonna die. So Shiro's the one who needs to be freaking pay attention to the Grail. He needs to put it at the forefront of his life now that he's involved in it. He can't just treat it as a side thing. It's because he's treating it as a side thing that he keeps being surprised by like, oh yeah, Saber. But it's more than that, because he's being surprised by Sakura and Fujimura. Maybe because he's used to only 2 girls, even though it doesn't matter who the 2 girls are. I mean, that's just dumb. Yeah, anyways. Anyways, go back to your normal cycle when your bond with me ends. It's not for me to say, but if this becomes a habit and you sleep all day, people might think of you as lazy. Sometimes it's just a problem where you sleep a lot because of, like, medical reasons. Maybe too late. People might have thought so of me already. Wait, what? Who? Fujimura or Sakura? I mean, who are we talking about? You may just have a weird sleep schedule and wake up when they leave that they don't know. She creases her brow and ponders. Or is she talking to me? Wait, who? Who are you talking about? Where'd you get those clothes from? It was just light-hearted, but it seems like Saber doesn't get normal jokes. Huh? Nani? Oh, did you say that? It may be too late. Maybe people may have already thought so of you already. No, thought so of me. No, wait, Saber said that. I'm confused. What was the joke? I don't know what the joke was. I'm critical joke failure. Oh no, Banana, don't depress. Don't depress. Impress. Don't depress. Turn that depress upside down and you get impress. That's how directions work. We move into the living room. It seems Saber wants to know what happened today, so I decided to tell her about the boundary field at school at Tosaka. You know, just casually. Just casual dinner conversation. Oh, yeah. So today, we were talking to Tosaka at the boundary, about the lunch. And I found out there's like a boundary field at school, right? It's kind of interesting. And in 8 days, everybody in the school is going to die. How was your day, Saber? All right, sleeping. I see, that master must be planning to use the people gathered at the school as a sacrifice. Hashtag don't impress, impress. Yeah. That's a Rennie quote I can stand by. A Rennie quote? And Rennie quote is another Rennie quote. What? Frankly, yes. Tosaka said it should take more time, though. I feel the same way. It will take time to construct such a large-scale boundary field. The school is a building that can easily... take some time to construct such a large-scale boundary field. The school is a building that can be easily locked up, so it must be an altar chosen as a temple? Wait, hold on. What am I reading? What are you reading? Temple. Not a literal temple, not like Ryudo's. What are we talking about? Take some time to construct such a large scale. The school is a building that can be easily locked up. An altar. So it's being used as a pseudo-temple. So if Issei is a master, he probably wouldn't do this because he has an actual temple and wouldn't need to do this. But no, wait. If Issei is a master, he probably doesn't want to kill the people at his own temple. I don't know. Enjoy these chats even if it sounds like I'm arguing. Continue to do so. Oh yeah, you're gonna fight me? Alright, let's do this. Let's go. Shiro doesn't care about what you care about? Shiro doesn't know about me. Only I know about Shiro, because I am the Shiro and Shiro is me. But Shiro does not know that I am Shiro. Therefore, I am Shiro. I am Shiro, man. Na 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 na. I don't know the theme song, rest of the lyrics. Anyways. I enjoy some discourse, as long as the discourse doesn't get so great that it might as well be on Discord. Haha. To completely activate a boundary field of that scale, at least 10 days are needed. So that means it's already happened for a couple days. Well, there we go. 10 days. I felt something strange 2 days ago on Saturday, so that means we still have about 8 more days. That's the same as Tosaka's estimate. Yes, it does not matter if that boundary field is to gather sacrifices or to solidify the defenses, as it will be a problem if we allow it to be completed. I hope we'll be able to find the master that created this boundary field before that. Yeah, Tosaka said it'd be difficult, but he should be easy to identify since the master will be lurking at school. Let's find him somehow and stop the boundary field. Okay, now the plot happens where you become a transfer student, and hijinks ensue when you do stupid things that you shouldn't at school, and everyone's like, silly Saber! Of course, that's not going to be your name. You'll be, Shirley Bell. I don't know. I just used the initials SB because of Saber. You'll not be Seba. You can be Sheba. Freaking just slightly change the name with, I don't know. Just slightly changing the name may be enough in Japanese because there's a lot of repeat names because of how the kana system works. Shirley Temple. That's a temple. Conspiracy. She's the one who set it up. Saber, you're working against me. Oh my god. Fight right now. I knew I didn't trust that beautiful blonde hair and those gorgeous green eyes and the way you wear that outfit and the way it complements your curves and the way I can just barely, if I look under the collar of your shirt, I can maybe see some cleavage. What were you saying? I'm sorry, what? The instant they think of setting up a boundary field at school, they must be someone associated with the school. A student or a teacher? Yeah, I think so. I'll try to search the school as thoroughly as possible during lunch from tomorrow and try to find anyone suspicious. You're supposed to, like, not do the thing, though. Rin was like, don't do the thing, and you're doing the thing. Gosh, things. You gotta use the power of imagination. It's a visual novel. Not all the things are gonna be represented properly. You gotta imagine. If it's not really there, just imagine it, and then draw the fan art, and then look it up online and see that someone made much better fan art than yours already. Rip yours up, throw it away, download their fan art, and then jack off to it. Mission accomplished. What? I mean, what was the mission? Anyways, I'll only be clear when I actually encounter it. Then I should think about a servant I have already encountered. Wait, what? Go back. Problem is, I completely missed that. Find anyone suspicious. The problem of which servant that master has. No, that'll only be clear when I actually encounter it. Should think about a servant I've already encountered. What, you mean Lancer? I don't think so. I think there's a double whammy going on. Especially because Lancer's, I think in theory, not very magically inclined. Hold on, let me check his stats. And apparently, in theory, he has a shitty master, right? So it should be the servant doing the magic. Do you have good magic stats? Magical energy is a C. Is that good enough? Is that good enough to set up a thing like that? His magic doesn't seem the best. I feel like if he's doing this, it should be at least a B. I feel like a C magic is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's not as bad as his luck, but I mean, come on, man. If you just get a C, that's not even, yeah. Anyways, shouldn't think about servant I've already encountered. Saber's awake right now, so this would be a good time to ask. Herc has high as shit magical energy. Well, yeah, he sure has super high magic, but he's also crazy. And also, Ilias Field doesn't go to our school, I don't think. Unless there's been some big crazy conspiracy going on, like pretending to be someone else this whole time to get under Shiro's skin, all preparing for this Grail War, like she's been pretending to be someone else, like she's not really, I mean, she is Ilia, but she's also pretending that she's fucking Ayako. That would make sense, because Ilia and Ayako are currently my two favorite waifus, therefore it would all add, Ilia's too short. I don't think we know anyone's short enough. I think Ilia's short. I don't know how you would pull it off. You need a lot of crazy makeup, maybe magic? You'd have to use magic to pull that off, right? But you could, like, hide it with magic? I don't know. Have we seen Ilia and Sakura in the same scene? Oh god, I never thought of that. That's a crazy theory, because that way she could have been with us the whole time, but then how does Sakura's interactions with Shinji work? How long of a long con is this? How long has Ilia been pretending to be Sakura? Feels a little hard to believe. Let me think. He can't be caster. Yeah, he could. You mean he can't be caster. Herc can't be caster because he's berserker. Oh, that's what you meant. Not like the servant can't be caster. I think it's most likely the servant is caster, but anyways. And that's how she managed to write the circle in the shed. Yeah, because she was pretending to be Sakura the whole time. She had an in to write the circle. You know what? That's not terrible. And she does. But that's like, I don't think so. That's weird. That's weird. I'm thinking about the ramification of that as a possibility. Then who the fuck is Shinji? Because Shinji can't really be Shinji. It has to all be a lie. But then how much does Rin know? Okay, I'm thinking about this seriously. I don't know if you were joking or not, but I'm thinking about this seriously. Because, like, how does Shinji exist? And why does Shinji treat her like crap? Maybe that's an act. Maybe it's all an act. Maybe Shinji's not even real. Maybe Shinji's not even real. Maybe Shinji is Sakura's, Ilia's way of fucking with Shiro without directly doing anything, because meanwhile, Ilia is getting her kick by like taking care of Shiro, but also seriously secretly having Shinji fuck up Shiro mentally. It's all a long con to fuck with Shiro. I mean, Ilias Field might do that, maybe, But then, like, once the Grail War starts, would she really, like, start doing this all over again? Would she come back to doing the scheme of Sakura? And also, if Ilias Veal's Sakura, there we go. Ilias Veal therefore knows I alive. Therefore knows I word's good. Therefore knows I alive. Therefore, she probably is going to want to come to action at some point. Maybe that's why Sakura's not here right now. Ilias Veal is thinking. That's why she didn't just send Sakura because she's thinking of what to do about the situation. She's confused. Imagine someone making Shiro fall in love with her and then killing him with Sakura. That sounds great. Freaking fall in love with Sakura and killing him as Sakura, or fall in love with Ilias Veal and killing him as Sakura? I think that would be better, actually. It's all coming together. Anyways, I should think about a servant I've already encountered. Saber is awake right now, so this would be a good time to ask. I gotta stop and think for a second, actually. I've not really put much thought into this. How? Because that's a legitimate reason. A legitimate way that Ilias Veal could have got in and planted that circle is by pretending to be Sakura. Otherwise, how did she get in and plant it? Like, you know, thoughts and theories. If she got in and did this, because this, I mean, it's all thoughts and theories, but like, what would her opportunity be? You know, maybe her being Sakura is crazy. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But it adds some credence to a thing that I have not really come to an answer to yet. And that's when and how would Ilias Veal have done the planting of the thing that got Shiro involved in the war? Because we glanced over that very slow. Like, we only mentioned it once in passing, where Shiro was like, "Oh, there's this magic thing. I don't know the meaning of it," and then never talked about it again. And Shiro accidentally summoned a servant. We didn't know how. And my assumption, still assumption, is that he used the magical thingy that he didn't understand that he talked about in the beginning of the game, and that magical thingy was planted by Ilias Veal. But he said the magical thingy was already around for a while. And I'm not sure how long the magical thingy was around for, so I don't know when a good time Ilias Veal could have planted it. Whoever planted it, someone had to plant it. So maybe Sakura did plant it. Maybe Sakura's secretly evil, and it wasn't even Ilias Veal. Maybe it's just Sakura. Or maybe... I'm hurting my head. Or maybe she just snuck in and did it because Ilias Veal too strong. Maybe she's just a good mage and there's no conspiracy theory. But that's boring, right? Conspiracy theories are fun. Anyways... Saber's awake now. I need a servant. Going out at the edge of a reference. Maybe I'll sing just a bug panana. I mean, no, I mean not, but it's a funny bug. I'm being tsundere. What? I need a servant. Three-way. Hubba. Or maybe it's the secret Master Taiga. Of course, that's what the Taiga Dojo is. It's all an allusion to the fact that she planted the circle. Are you forgetting Kiritsugu is a mage? Well, okay, so I thought about that for a little bit. Like, what if Kiritsugu did that? But, like, no, because he wants to stay the fuck away from the Grail War after the first one. So, like, no. What? Doesn't make sense. Also, like, Kiritsugu knew that Shiro was going to the shed a lot. Even if he did put that circle there, he would have fucking erased him. Maybe Shiro did it this whole time. Of course, amnesia. Shiro just forgot that he already knew Kiritsugu before the fire. Well, I mean, he didn't know Kiritsugu, but Kiritsugu didn't know that Shiro already knew Kiritsugu. And Shiro's secretly a little evil mastermind that planted the circle because he time-traveled consciousness. His consciousness will time travel. That's what happens, right? I already said a legitimate theory I have is that when he gets the Grail, his wish is going to be to go back in time and stop the fire. What if he doesn't literally maybe he literally time travel. Maybe he is his own father master. Like, he goes back in time and sets up the circle so that Saber can be summoned because he has to set up the circle so that the Saber is summoned. I don't actually think that's true. I think that is a bit of a crack theory, but I do think there is some sense to the idea that he's going to go back in time and try to save people from the fire. I think that's actually a legitimate theory I have. Going back and making himself a master seems kind of stupid, because then you have a paradox, and I'm not a huge fan of paradoxes, but, like, anyways. Ask about all of them. It's nice to hear them all. Saber has a very interesting opinion. Save scum. I did, but I'm only going to choose one. My choices are final, unless they kill me. My choices are final. Anyways, I am going to now make my choice. It's a good, unless I get to choose all of them. But like but if I only choose one and I don't get the choice to choose more, I'm just choosing the one because my choices matter. Your choices matter, god damn it, and they should be final. And then if you die, that was your own fault. And hopefully you die so you can get the Tiger Dojo. Anyways, do I ask about Lancer, about Archer, or about Bazaka, Acha, Ranza? Well, let's see here. Lancer, we don't know the master, but we know the Lancer. Ooh. Okay, shit. So how much does... Okay, Tosaka. Would Saber know the name Tosaka? I don't remember, because I don't... She probably knows the name, but I don't know if she knows the name. But I think she knows the name. Anyways, don't you tell me what does and doesn't lead. Yeah, I will say that. Don't tell me what does and doesn't lead to endings. Like, stuff like that, I don't want to know what my choices mean. So, yeah, just don't say stuff like that. Maybe I should make a longer pause because I'm still seeing that stuff before you're deleting it, Wise. So I might make a longer pause between... I'll make a longer pause, I think. But anyways, that's fine. Because we're still learning. It's a learning experience. We're streaming and we're learning. Everybody learns together. I should think about a servant I have already encountered. So Lancer, Archer, Berserker. Berserker probably is the most interesting to me because like she should know about Eliasville. Maybe she doesn't know Eliasville, but she should know Ironsburn. Archer, I don't know how much... Like, Lancer, she knows Lancer from the Irish lore, but we already have the Irish lore in our status, so I don't think we need that. Archer, here's the thing. Are we asking about the servant or the master? Because I'm more interested, at least for Eliasville, I'm more interested in the master, because we already have the lore on Berserker. The one we don't have the lore on is Archer. So, I wonder if she knows anything about Archer. That maybe she knows something that even Rin won't know. Won't that be trippy? Lancer, Archer, Berserker. I think I'm basically going to stop here. But I want to make the choice first. I want to commit and then stop. So, I want to commit. Let's commit. Lancer, Archer, Berserker. I want to know about Eliasville, so I'd want to ask about Berserker. But this might be more about the servants. Therefore, that's not as important. Lancer, we already have all of the lore, so who cares? I think I'm going to go with Archer. I also wouldn't mind probing Saber to see how much she knows of the Fate Zero stuff. Because, I mean, I don't know. I think she should know the Tosaka name, but I'm going to go Archer, because that's the most mysterious. That's the one we know the least about right now. Ransa, Acha, Bazaka. There's no H at the end. It's just Bazaka. And there's no Ach. It's not Arucha. It's Acha. Ransa, Acha, Bazaka. Anyways, Archer. Yeah. Let's see if she knows anything. That guy. I'll ask about Tosaka's servant, Archer. And now that I've committed to my decision, I will save over... No. I choose you. Go, Archer. Are you me from the future? Ooh. Are you me from the future shortens to Archer. Are you me from the future? That shortens to Archer. Conspiracy theory. Confirmed. Bam. I choose you, dude, who almost got killed by Seba with 2 blows. Shortens to Archer. Conspiracy theory confirmed. Save. So, I will go ahead and stop here. For now, this has been Renegade 67 and or 8 with Let's Play Fate Stay Night Stream Blind. Last time, no, I'm ending the stream. Next time, we'll talk about Archer and see if Saber knows anything. Or maybe she knows nothing and I've wasted my question. I don't want to waste my 1 wish. You're not supposed to waste your 1 wish. 0 job frames. 2.5 hour streams. 0 job frames. Good job, OBS. Good job, Wi-Fi. So yeah, I will, see you tomorrow. We'll do some more streaming, and we'll find out more about Archer. And then, maybe we won't find out more about Archer, and I wasted my question. Eh. Thanks for the stream, Renegade. See you guys later. Have a great day. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for... I can thank you guys for the chat. Because without you guys, why am I even streaming? Therefore, you're just going to call me Ren. Renegade is dead. I'm just Ren. That's okay. As long as you don't call me Rennie. R-E-N-I. That triggers me. Oh, God. Someone's going to call me that now. Anyways, I prefer Rengade, Rengad, Rengood, Renogood. I prefer just about anything to Rennie. But anyways, I'm going to Rennie end this stream now. Ren. Okay, that's pushing it. Anyways, stop recording. See you guys next time. Blah, blah, blah. Renegade. I have to name myself Renegade in Pokemon, I believe. I generally name myself Renegade in Pokemon. It, like, just has the character count for Renegade. I run in that a lot. Like, that's the Renkun. Nice. All right. Stop recording. Outro phrases. Bye, YouTube audience.